What is it? What are we on?
26.
26.
Can't believe you guys are on 26 already. Have you guys missed a week?
We started in like November, right?
We missed maybe a week or two at most.
Yeah, when you were hospitalized.
Oh, yeah.
We did one there.
That's when I was in Germany.
So this episode, we're welcoming in Nate Figs.
What's up? Are we already live?
Yeah.
Oh,
Yeah,
shit.
well,
What's
it's not
up, people?
live, it's, recording. But
Same shit. And also?
Dumbo Figueroa.
Dumbo. That's you, Livia.
You don't mind me calling you Dumbo, do you?
Pardon me?
It's stuck. I just can't get...
Come on, Dumbo. Like, this is so old. Like,
What's something new we can call you?
I wasn't.
what is something new?
I think Dumbo's probably going to stick forever.
It's gonna stick, huh?
Well, we can ask Jason to give her a new nickname.
Yeah.
No.
I wasn't sure how to greet you when I saw you with Livia or Dumbo.
I
Went with Livia.
I appreciate that you know my real name, though. That's like, thank you. At least something. But Dumbo works.
Straight from what part of Germany?
West Germany. No, I'm from Cologne, close to Cologne.
Okay.
So it's like, yeah, it's West Mid Germany.
Thank
somewhere.
God.
Thank God, not East
I was
Germany.
afraid you'd be an East German communist. And you got that indoctrination as a youth, you're done.
No. I mean, no.
So you're from the good side.
Yeah, I'm from, like, yeah.
All
I
right,
mean, if
cool.
you can call Germany good side, yeah.
When do you move here?
Soon.
Yeah? Yeah.
Soon, very soon, actually.
Yes. Very soon.
You excited, Nate?
Hell yeah. I mean, we could talk about that, right?
Can we talk about what?
We just got a spot today, so.
Oh,
Cool.
congrats.
Yeah.
Nice.
So we got the keys to a new spot. I mean, okay, so I know a lot of people are going to start saying, what about your grandma?
Yeah, where's Granny gonna sleep?
No.
Put her
So
out on the porch.
so I'm still going to be taking care of her, because it's not like, just because I got this place, like, it's going to be a workplace for me. Also a place I can film videos and, edit videos and things like that, and a place that I could just get away from my grandmother's house with fucking AC.
And no plastic on the furniture.
No plastic. I mean, the place is
Your
one.
grandma doesn't run AC at all.
Dude, it's terrible.
Okay, let me tell you the story, okay? So, it's in the house. It's probably like 82 degrees because the AC, like, not right now because it's cool outside, but in summer. I've been here last year in July. Okay, so what we do, we turn it on auto to be like 75, 74 degrees. And then probably per night we get up 3 times to turn it back on because she turns it the fuck off.
She gets up and turns.
And I don't even hear her again. It's like she's floating over the ground, like, to turn it off.
Does she do it because she's cold or to save electricity?
To save electricity. No, but
Yeah, because you can always throw another fucking blanket on.
well, yeah, but so my whole family that comes over my grandmother's house to visit, they always freak out. They freak out at the AC because they don't like staying there.
Me too.
Because they always have to have this conversation with my grandmother and be like, yo, stop putting this thing on off and on, off and on. If you just keep it on auto, you don't have to worry about like these crazy dude, the electricity there
it's
is
under
like
$100, right?
it's like $100. It's not like it's expensive, you know what I mean? So like we do have to get up like in the middle of the night and just put it back on auto, because she'll just put, what she does is
So you just wake
she
up
doesn't
sweating
turn it,
and know you got
yes,
to turn
it's
it
terrible.
on.
She doesn't put it on all the way off. What she does is she turns the AC off and turns it on. So what happens is just
she's
cycles
just circling
the same
air.
air over and over, and then
And
it starts to
like-
get musty and nasty and sticky, and I
That's
start
why
to
old people's houses smell funny.
Yes.
And like the room we're in, like we share a room with like a small room, 2 people in there. So, we're breathing, so
Body
it's
heat,
getting
yeah.
moist and stuff like that. We leave the door wide open to get some air in there. But then I'm sweating to death in
Or you're
there.
welcome to come over and sleep in my bed. There's air.
Wait,
I guarantee
who?
you
Me
that.
or Nate? Is it for me or Nate or
Both
for
of
us
you.
both?
You sleep in the
Both.
bed.
Oh, there we
I
go.
sleep upright in a
You've
recliner
never
because
seen
I
this
can't
place, have
breathe.
you?
No, I've never. How am I
Well,
supposed?
actually, Nate will be in the corner.
Nate will.
Like the
I will
cuck-
just
the
I won't
cuckold.
No. I'm just not going to
Nate,
be
get in
there.
the corner.
No, Livia, because Livia hasn't seen the place, so she's not aware of like what Lenny lives in. You know what I mean?
You should see the video.
Huh?
You haven't seen it?
Well, I'll show you a video later of Lenny's bachelor pad. It's pretty scary. Yes, it's
Well,
pretty
actually,
scary.
maybe you can give him a ride home later, and he'll show you
9.
firsthand.
That's a negative on that. No. Last time I did that, he was watching some tranny porn
Oh
on
yeah.
the way home.
Tickling
Like,
your neck, right?
He was. Didn't you make me a voice memo? And then you're like, okay, Lenny is here and he's watching tranny porn. I'm like, okay, good for you. He's like, no. I have to drop him off. I hope we're there soon.
All we needed to pick up was pantyhose and a wig.
No comment.
No comment. That's a Freudian slip.
No comment. But anyways, what I did wanted to say before like all the trolls start like, you know, blowing me up, stop leaving your grandma, because there's that Granny Figs
That
IG profile.
fucking account is hilarious.
It's funny. Yeah,
You
I'm not
gotta-
gonna lie.
When they
I know. Look.
when you were in the restaurant the other night and you asked her
Oh,
some how's the
yeah,
food
that was
and she
great.
called you a puta or something.
Yeah.
What?
You
I
didn't
was
see that?
fucking dying.
No, what are you talking about?
It is funny, man.
You
I
didn't
guess
see
you
that?
you
No.
brought her somewhere and got her. You asked her how her food was. And
Yes.
somebody dubbed over her.
Oh,
voice and called
okay.
you a puta.
Yeah. No, I didn't see that, but yeah, that Granny Figs. Like,
Oh,
I just
it's
made
fucking
a
funny,
IG
man.
story about, you know, just showing the new place, and then the Granny Figs person already put a pic saying Buto Nathan somebody leaving me.
all the time.
Leaving me, does no love me, no care. But so I wanted to clarify that I'm definitely not leaving her, because I like, obviously she can't live by herself. So I am going to be still taking care of her. Like, it's not like I'm immediately leaving the place.
It's only
Obviously,
5 minutes away. Who gives a shit?
yeah, you know, I'm not too far away. You know, I'm like in Pompano Beach and Boca Raton or Fort Lauderdale or Tamarack, one of those places. I definitely don't want to.
So bad.
I definitely don't want to
Yeah.
narrow myself down. So, you know, I'm in one of those areas because I don't want to be expecting pizza or donuts or Chinese food at my door.
Now that you said that, you
Oh,
put that
yeah.
thought in her head.
No, I'm saying because Rob, you know, we're all aware of, you know, the whole chaos with Big Rob Fitness and Johnny Bravo.
He made it chaos.
Yeah, so
Didn't
I
really
mean,
have to be
what did he get?
chaos.
Pizza at his door and Chinese food or something like that?
Who knows?
Anyway, I just thought that whole thing was funny. I wanted to hear you guys' thoughts on that.
We've already been over this so many times.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Oh, probably on the last podcast, right?
The last 2, maybe?
3, 4, 5, 6.
Yeah, I think I voiced my opinion in the last one.
Well, he's back on social media now.
Of course.
No, he
like
didn't-
him, he can't stay away.
He posted a video on Instagram today saying now he's taking a prolonged break from Instagram. Who knows? I
Mhm.
give it 3 or 5 days.
Yeah.
This
He
shit, this
the
shit can
trolls will get to you, man.
He has some
Everybody
loose
has
marbles.
those thoughts of just fucking, you know, shutting down.
Yeah.
It's always the nameless, faceless, fucking 120-pound virgin, pimply faced virgin sitting in their bedroom with their stupid posters everywhere, running their mouth online.
Fuck, I
You know, the
Yeah.
minute you got a girlfriend, all of a sudden they want to call you a cuck and this and that. You know what I mean? Just
Yeah.
because they're jealous and probably never been laid.
Yeah, it's
You
like
know what I mean? That's all.
most
That's all
people.
it stems from is the fucking jealousy. And now they have a platform where they can hide behind a fake profile and talk all kinds of shit because they know you'll never find them. And if you do, what are they gonna do?
Yeah.
You know,
But I
you feel
think-
bad. You look at them and feel bad for them.
I think most trolls need to get laid real
Exactly.
good
That's it.
because they're so, you know,
They're porn
there's
addicts for the
Yeah.
most part.
yeah, but like they jerk off and that's it. Like they need some real. I don't want to say pussy because
I
some
think
need
once-
dick,
Yes.
so you
I
know.
think once
Exactly.
they get laid, they'll
Such
be fine.
as-
Yeah, once they get laid, they just stop trolling because
go
they
out
have
instead of sitting on your phone
Go
or your
fuck.
computer. Yeah, go chase pussy. Get
yeah
laid.
or
The
dick,
way I
whatever
look
you
at it,
prefer.
they-
Like,
One at a time.
Sorry, they have no power whatsoever.
No, we know that.
When you're all talk, you're all talk. Talk means nothing.
yeah, they're just like feeling good about themselves, like writing some stupid ass shit.
It is really scary how we now live in a time with social media, how somebody can remain completely anonymous, yet have such a detrimental impact on somebody's life if they choose to do so.
Right.
You know?
And you know, with all the how many subscribers do you have? Followers?
It's like 340,000.
Yeah, and out of that 340, how many do you think hate you or want to send nasty shit?
It's probably a good, I want to say like 10%.
Yeah, see,
Like 10%, because
That's
10%
pretty
is a
high.
lot. Yeah, maybe it's less. I don't know. I'm just a guess.
I just fucking, you know, and I know they'll call me a hypocrite because I've said in the past about people that block people or delete comments or pussies.
Yeah.
I had to do it the other day. This fucking guy, and it was twice, and it's the same guy, I can tell.
Yeah.
You know, they make a fake profile, 0 posts, following 1,000 people, you know, 10 followers. You know what I'm saying? But the guy writes, and I don't mind people saying fucked up shit. But when you write 5 or 6 comments that are like a paragraph long, fuck you.
Yeah,
that's my new rule.
Oh yeah,
I'll fucking block your ass.
I got
a whole
essay
once
on Instagram
Get
on like how ugly
here.
I look and how stupid I am and like how my face looks weird. Like a whole fucking essay.
Yeah.
I was like enjoying reading that because it was so stupid.
Yeah, fuck you, don't follow me. If you don't like what I
Fuck
say
you.
or do, don't follow us. What the fuck? You know? So follow somebody else. Watch something else.
I know a lot of women would be very upset about that. You must be pretty damn tough.
Well, I mean, I gotta say, like, sometimes it depends on, like, if something like that happens, it's like, it's so stupid. Like, if this person really thinks that I'm sorry, like, if they don't think, like, if they don't like me or I don't think I'm attractive, I don't give a shit. And I don't care if people don't find me attractive, but sometimes it gets to you when it's too much on one day and you have other shit going on, but most of the times, like, why should I care? Like,
but I'm sure you get the people that are attracted to you and say a lot of off-color things to you, right?
well,
Okay.
I mean,
like, come sleep in my bed tonight with your boyfriend.
Or worse.
well, I do get that sometimes, but people are weird. They're gonna tell me like, "Oh, I love you. You're so awesome." I'm like, "Okay, thank you. Yeah, I love you. Can you do this and that for me?" I'm like,
That's
hell
Nate.
no.
That's Nate creating fake profiles to test your loyalty.
That's right.
Caught me.
But how am I doing? You're doing pretty good though, right?
Yeah, I mean, so there's always that block button. I haven't blocked anybody in a very long time. I mean, I used to be
This
a block
is the first
advocate.
time I did it ever. Twice within like 2-week period. It was the same asshole because you're saying the same shit.
Yeah.
I'm not. Like I said, if you're gonna send one comment, fine. I don't fucking care. But if you're gonna do like 5 in a row, paragraph long, the fuck, get out of here.
Yeah.
Get the fuck out of here.
No, there was a few people that was doing stuff like that, like saying the same shit over and over and over, and I just blocked the person. But like lately, I mean, I still get like I'm forever gonna get trolled. I've kind of just like embraced that. Now I just don't care. If they do comment a random thing, I usually comment a random thing back. Like I'm like,
Let me see your mic. It's very echoey.
what is it?
So, Nate, do you get trolled on comments that I may have initiated in the past, which I may regret now?
Are you kidding me?
What, pinworm?
What? First of all, what comments do you regret? So I don't know what comments you regret. But I mean, before that, yes, I get.
You know he gets mushy when you're here in person.
Yeah.
When you're not here, then he gets, he gets tough.
Yeah.
But then when you're here, he wants to fuck you.
Yeah.
But when you're not here, he wants to fight you.
Yeah. No, I'm 100% aware of that. I was telling Livia, because Livia had never met him in person. I'm like, he is. You don't really know what he is like online, stuff like that. But if you meet him in person, he's actually really nice. But he still is delusional and crazy. So it's kind of like a weird mix.
Well, I'm not a cookie cutter, and most people.
I'm just glad Nate and Livia are bringing an element of sophistication to the podcast.
Absolutely.
They came over with champagne splits. And they've been,
Well, let us say it's wannabe champagne, but it's something you can drink easily. So
What's the alcohol content?
it's 12%. It's better than beer. So So we thought,
good stuff.
get this shit rolling, huh?
I'm already buzzed.
There you go.
Me too.
You might make it to Lenny's house after all.
Oh my god,
That's a negative.
that's a double negative.
So I see you guys made amends with the Piss Lord.
Why not?
I saw you sword fighting with him.
Yeah, well, he's
Okay, hold on.
It was
hold on,
funny.
Hold on. What kind of sword?
been lightsaber. Jason got he got another new lightsaber in the
I see.
mail a couple of days ago, and
33-year-old
I said,
man.
yeah. I said, we'll do a video one of these days where we can have like a real lightsaber fight in the parking lot for shits and giggles. And ever since I told him that,
That's it.
He hasn't stopped blowing you
he
up.
calls me 5 times a day. So listen, bro. So when are we gonna do the lightsaber fight video, bro? Are you free this Monday? I'm like, Jason, I'll reach out to you. So eventually, now I'm gonna have to do it at some point.
It was just like that July 4th. We were sitting at the first bar we were at, and
Mm-hmm.
we were talking about Jason wants to do a viral video. I said, Jason, because we were right by the railroad tracks. I said, if you lay on the tracks, I'll put a Roman candle in your ass, and you could shoot it off. He's like, we'll go fucking viral. How many million views you think it would get? I'm like, I don't know, but I don't have a Roman candle. And Andrew's like, well, I got bottle rockets at my house.
And you guys
I'm
got
like,
so
even
much
better.
shit for
I
that.
said, so later we'll shoot them out of your ass later. Okay, so the whole night he was fucking badgering us the entire fucking night to go back here and do it.
The only reason why we got shit for that is because Jason lied and told Johnny Fitness that he got burned, which
I
was
remember that.
complete bullshit.
Because he wanted sympathy.
Right. And
I remember that.
Then when I
He
asked
wanted
him,
something from Johnny.
Right.
I'm like, Jason, you got burned? He goes, no, of course not. I go, why the fuck did you tell Johnny Fitness you got burned? I don't know.
Yeah.
For money?
Right.
Yeah, exactly.
It's a sympathy thing.
Yeah.
Poor guy. These guys are assholes.
That was where I really started to see some of the things that he does. That was an eye-opener, that episode.
How do you silence this? Private name. How many of these you get a day?
20.
What happened to the smartphone?
I didn't bring that.
Oh, okay.
You did find it, though.
Yeah. she
Okay.
found it.
All right, good. Did she go through it? All right, good.
What happened?
He lost it in his mother's car.
Oh, okay. Oh, she went through it. Yeah,
Was it
that'd
under
be
the-
pretty
under
She
the
nice.
seat?
go through everything.
Oh, good. Okay.
But I thought that was a pretty funny video with you and Jason playing lightsabers.
Well, you had the fucking.
I think it was
weight
his.
bar.
I
Who's
think
that?
it was one of his only videos that got more likes and dislikes. Because he's. I don't think there's any video that he
Well,
gets.
when me and Andrew appear in it, he's going to get more likes and views because they see us.
Of
And
course.
he puts us in the thumbnail on purpose.
I mean, if Brad and I are in the gym and Jason's there and he's with his little new cameraman, yeah, we'll do videos with him. It's no big deal. And then people, they took Jason back. We're doing some videos together. It's not a big deal.
And then they got all,
It's-
they started getting nasty with the shirt that we put up
Yeah.
with all of us on it without Jason. But we had said we're not doing business with Jason ever
Right.
again.
Correct. That's a business thing.
We
yeah.
can't
Well,
include him.
It's impossible to do any business with
That's
Jason.
what these people don't fucking understand.
Yeah, no, it literally
They
is
don't get it.
impossible. Coming from somebody that has done anything with him,
Correct.
it's impossible. And it's not just like him. It's and his I guess his following. It's just that it's just him, his head, how he works, him blowing you up 24 hours a day.
Right.
How much sold? How this, that. All these ideas that can't come to life because one thing can't come to life.
Right.
Oh yeah, dude, it is a fucking headache.
It's possible if you don't mind him calling you 20 times a day, crunching numbers. He
Unrealistic numbers,
Correct.
Correct.
He just replays numbers and does all these projections and calculations in his head regarding profits and how much money he needs to make to do X, Y, and Z. And it's like, relax. You can't shut his brain off.
though. Yeah. Like when I first did it with him, he was expecting to make thousands and thousands of dollars, and I'm like, no. I'm like, first of all, like, I haven't even made my money back yet, like the money that I put in.
He
So
doesn't care
That's
about
what I
your
used
money.
No, he doesn't,
That's what
not
I used
whatsoever.
to always have to tell him. Like,
Your
listen,
money.
we
I
got to
told
pay
him
for
the
those.
money-
They're not free, man.
the money that was invested in it needs to get brought back,
Correct.
and then whatever comes out, then you start getting. I PayPal'd him like money a good amount of times, and he was like expecting like more money. I'm like, dude, bro, it's not like it's thousands of dollars. It's not like that.
Quick question though. Did he invest any money?
Zero.
Exactly.
He won't invest in himself. That's
That's what I
that's
thought.
another thing. He has
No, he'll never put up the money
Of
for
course not,
shit.
like-
no.
He's a
So that's another thing that it's just not possible to do. Even if he has like a huge following, he'll never invest a penny in himself. Never. And I think even if he had like a penny in his pocket, he still wouldn't invest that penny.
No, he.
Oh, by the way, who is his new cameraman? I wanted to know.
Should I say his name?
Is it that
I don't know
okay?
his
Is it that
name.
Hispanic?
I don't even know
Wait,
his
is it
name.
just that Hispanic kid?
Robert.
Is he the security guard? That's the security person that.
Is it-
Okay, all right.
That's him?
All right, he's
That's
cool.
that guy? Yeah, he's a nice kid.
No, yeah, I like that
He's
guy.
been
That-
at the Ruby the last couple.
yeah,
of
yeah,
years.
yeah. He's a good person. I like that dude.
I know.
he's nice to
Somebody
Jason,
messaged
too.
me and got on my shit for the way I was talking to him this morning. You don't even know that guy, and you're talking to him like that. I said, we do know him. Relax.
No,
That's fine.
he's nice to Jason though. He's one of those nice guys.
But he's too nice. He's allowed Jason to rope him into
True.
to being his bitch.
yeah, 100% true. I know that feel. I know that feel.
You cut that cord a while ago, right?
Yes, I did. The Order 66 was the last straw. I mean, that was that.
Which doesn't even hold any weight
I
anymore.
told Jason that a few days ago. He was asking me, why does it need to return my calls? I'm like, didn't you order 66 him?
Well, I've told him that. Like he still hits me up like, hey, when are we gonna hang out? When are we gonna hang out? When are we gonna hang out? And like he'll like try to force it. And I'm like, look, I have shit to do. I'm like, if I have time or if I'm ever in your area, I'll come say what's up to you or whatever like that. But I mean, I'm not gonna go out of my way to come take you somewhere to go get something to eat and blah blah. And he's like, we don't even have to do a video. I'm like, yeah, I know that, but I'm just saying, just in general, just like I mean, I'm cool with Jason, but I don't know if I'd ever go out of my way to do something for Jason because he's just a fucking asshole. And like I understand,
takes advantage. You give him an inch, he takes a mile. That's just he's one of those people.
Yeah, but I mean, I'm nice, Jason. You know what I mean? I'm not gonna like 1,000% write him off and never, because I still answer his calls and I'll still talk to him or text him back. But I mean, yeah, that's that.
So Livia, do you do eating challenges too?
No. Well, I mean, I did some in the past.
Like
with
what?
With him, like I did the Shula burger. How many pounds was that? 4 pounds.
It's 48 ounces, so that's, I think it's 4 pounds altogether.
You have a YouTube channel, right?
I do.
What kind of content do you put out?
Food. It's food, but
what's the name of your channel?
Do you cook? What do you mean food?
I eat a lot of shit. Like I eat.
But they're not eating challenges.
No.
Donuts.
How do you stay so skinny?
I work out every when I was in Germany, I worked out every day. Today, like when I came to the States, we have a kind of different schedule. People always ask me what I do. It's like, I want your metabolism. No, I work out all the fucking time. Like, what do you expect?
Also, you only do it once a week.
Yeah, it's like, I don't know what people think. Oh, you have cheat day I call it cheat days on YouTube. But like,
do people ever accuse you of throwing up? And
absolutely,
Especially females.
Yeah, absolutely.
Sure.
Like, oh, your cheeks are so poofy. You're throwing up after everything you eat. I'm like, you know what?
I can 1,000% verify that she does not.
Well, of course you're gonna say that. Even if she did, you're not gonna say.
No, well, I can verify I do not.
Have you thrown up from doing one of those challenges ever?
Negative. No.
No, I mean not on purpose.
No, I know what you mean. From just getting sick in general.
Yeah.
Well,
I haven't. There's been a few times where I felt like it.
Okay.
But I've never actually purged because I was too full.
All right.
Yeah, I mean the same. Like sometimes you feel really
Just
full and sick. You lay down and then after 20 minutes it's gone. And so no, I never nah.
So what do you do? One a week?
Yeah, just 1 week.
What's the channel?
Also, look, she does one a week, but she doesn't go insane eating 20,000.
Okay, hold on a second. For you, I'm not going insane, but I'm around 8,000 calories.
Yeah, but that's not insane.
It's not insane. I don't know what's insane.
That's a small meal for Leonard.
So, okay, yeah. So I guess I'm not going insane, but I go to donut places, have burgers and pizza and whatnot, and whatever I want to do, I have, and then eat that. I had 10 donuts, a burger, a pizza, chocolate.
Oh, the other day. What's
Yeah.
your channel name? Brad, I want to know your channel name.
Always hungry.
Well, the listeners want to know it. Always hungry?
Always hungry, yeah.
That's what you look up on YouTube? Okay.
She has 62,000 followers now.
No shit.
Yes, she started.
Last year, 1 year
She started
ago, yeah.
1 year ago, and then
one video a week, right?
Yeah, her channel's been 1 week, and her her videos are fucking doing better than mine. They're hitting 100,000 views every fucking video.
No shit.
Yeah.
You get naked in them or something? Or
no.
Not even. I should try that. Maybe that would help.
Maybe she'll hit 1 million.
Yeah, exactly.
Lenny just perked up.
He's like,
I had to wake him up somehow. He's half asleep over here.
It always will.
nah, that's gonna demonetize me, but it would be funny though, right?
Oh yeah, that one chick that went nuts. Didn't she get demonetized for just being in a bikini or showing some skin? She wasn't fully naked, right? The one that shot the other person at YouTube.
Yeah,
what was her name?
The vegan.
The Arab vegan bitch.
Yeah, because they're
Oh no, she shut up YouTube headquarters.
Yeah.
Right, because they demonetized her videos.
They demonetized her videos because it was insensitive, but it wasn't for being naked or anything like that.
Okay.
It was insensitive material.
Chance, right?
Well, I read that one of the things that really triggered her was she had a video where she was only in a sports bra, and then they changed that particular video setting to where you have to log in to watch it.
It's
rated
or you have to be 18 or older to view it, and
right.
then when that does happen, you don't get paid for any of that video.
That's what happened to one of her videos. That's what set her off.
Stupid.
Yeah, I mean YouTube's ultra sensitive these days. I mean that's why in my videos I won't curse at all. I'll bleep it out with a Yoshi noise or
me too.
just some random noise.
Friendly.
It sucks because
If you
YouTube.
want to make money on it, that's what you got to do.
I mean, it sucks. YouTube is pretty much regular TV. So, I mean, you can't. It's not what it used to be. I mean, you guys know.
Yeah.
You guys used to put up fucking crazy ass shit and be able to say whatever you want. Now you guys have to pretty much be. If you guys want to make any ad.
We still do. I mean, we don't.
Yeah, I know.
You could still do it. It just doesn't get money.
If we upload a video, I won't watch it. I won't go through it with a fine tooth comb. Oh, we got to edit out that fuck. We
Yeah.
got to edit out that porch monkey. No, whatever's in it is in it.
You would really enjoy German TV because we're not beeping out anything. So like I remember that I saw this video. Eminem was on German TV. He's like, I can
Never
say
heard
whatever the
about it.
fuck I want, and then he's like, it's raining dicks, and like nothing gets like beeped out.
Oh,
So
you know,
That's a Freudian slip
not
on
letting
our
smile.
part.
You should.
No, Eminem said it's raining.
That's why
dicks.
Howard Stern left
That's a
radio
Freudian slip on her part.
and jumped to satellite radio.
Yeah,
It's like it's weird here in the
and
United
that's why
States.
these are so popular podcasts because
Yeah.
you could pretty much say anything.
Is
Yeah.
it true they have nudity on regular TV? In
I was
Germany?
watching a
What do you say? Like, what is nudity for you?
Dingalings.
Nah.
Dingalings?
Well, okay.
Leonard, you're not 6 years old. You can say
you
You can
cock.
say dick. You
Dick.
can say penis. You can say
Jesus.
cock. Whatever you want.
You can say cock.
Dingaling.
tallywhackers.
Dingle-
Oh my
Dingaling.
god.
Freudian slip.
What? No, but
Just
I
like Leonard will say French kiss too.
Yeah, I love when he says that.
I think on like regular like hours, there is no nudity. I would say.
Yeah, I'm curious. Do you have any other family members who were in the SS or the Wehrmacht during World War II?
Wait, what?
Did you remember, like, you had any relatives, like Grandpa?
Oh, World War II.
Yeah, like in the Wehrmacht or the SS?
I had my grandpa who died a long time ago. He was hiding from the SS and like under the
He was
floor.
hiding from the SS.
Like yeah, he was hiding because he didn't want to join he didn't want to join the NS.
The NAACP, the
that's
National...
right.
Are you 100% master race German?
Lenny is smart.
Then you smart.
He likes the
100%
history.
German?
I'm half Swiss actually.
Oh, okay.
My mom is Swiss, so yeah.
It took a lot of guts. It's not like you're a draft dodger and during Vietnam. I mean, you do that, they'll put you in a real bad prison camp or shoot you.
No,
Did they ever find him?
They did not. No, he survived
He
and
ended up going to Switzerland?
he actually tried, and they like the whole family tried, but they deported them back to Germany.
Wow.
Yeah, my mom is Swiss, so like that must have caused some trouble. No, but they tried to flee to Switzerland, but it didn't happen because they got caught and were deported back. So
Oh, that's not bad.
that's not bad.
They were deported back to Switzerland or Germany?
No, to Germany
And
from
then
Switzerland.
what was the consequences of that?
Nothing, because he my grandpa was a lawyer, so he had pretty high reputation, good reputation, but yeah, he went through some shit, definitely, but they were okay.
I'll bet.
Yeah.
Lenny was hoping you'd have some relics or something from
No,
the
I'm sorry about that. I don't.
grandfather's
Like
old
Emma.
suit.
I don't even know my grandparents. Like they died a long time ago, so I have no
I didn't know
idea.
you were part Swiss. That's interesting.
Yeah, I am. They were just watching on TV what happened in Germany.
Her mom is nice.
Nice looking as well.
Yes, she is.
Wow.
Let's see a picture.
A picture of my mom.
9.
Is that all you know in that language?
I know how to say I love
You
you
speak
too.
it pretty
Oh,
Ich liebe dich.
scary. What is it?
All right.
It's
Here you
Ich
go.
liebe
This is
dich.
for Big J Masters. We got the cuckold in the house. Jay just messaged us wondering where the video is for cuckold Nate.
Does that mean he's going to call in next?
Oh, I'm sure. As soon as I post
and
it,
then
I'll
talk
probably
for
call
like
him.
a few hours.
Yeah.
So there you have it.
Talk about his protein and his supplement intake and stuff like that.
What are you intaking tonight, Leonard? Where's all your food at?
I don't know if you want. Oh, okay.
My appetite, my sex drive is pretty much down. I don't know why, but just being honest.
All right, good. You need some of the Phenibut.
Lucky for Nate,
Yeah.
sex drive is down.
Oh yes, lucky for me. Lucky for my ass cheeks.
Yeah, but if you
Is
accept
that a Freudian slip, Nate?
Shit.
if you accept the offer,
You don't
he'd
know what's
perk
going
up right
down
away.
tonight, huh?
No.
Nate'll be in the corner.
9.
How do you say I love you in Germany?
in Germany.
It's
And I'm sorry.
in German.
Don't be such.
It's ich liebe dich.
Ich liebe dick.
No, ich.
It's
like ich.
That's wrong. He's telling you to say something else, like I'm a homo or something.
No, that's how you say it.
Oh,
Yeah,
okay.
It's ich
It's
liebe
what?
dich.
Ich liebe dich.
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 Can I have a dish?
Christina, ich liebe dich.
Yeah, very good.
That's good.
That's very good, actually.
Yeah, but she's Italian.
Welcome in.
Ciao.
She knows
Is it
very.
Welt- in
She's very smart.
Deutschland.
She's multilingual.
Well, if you want to say I love you in Italian, it's ti amo.
That's it.
Yeah.
Christina, ti amo.
How many
Yeah.
languages do you speak?
I actually.
Can you get a picture of that?
I learned some Italian actually, and I mean you lose it when you don't speak it, but I really like Italian. So.
Christina, ti amo.
Leonard's learning Italian from a German.
Which is fucking weird.
Te amo.
Christina, ti amo. That's great. Thanks. I appreciate that. I can use it all the time.
No, yeah.
It's a lot easier than saying I love you, isn't it? Te amo.
It's shorter, and then like Spanish is te amo, so it's
Te
like
amo.
pretty like.
Yeah.
It's almost the same. Like,
Oh, Swiss.
oh my god, I don't like. My mom speaks Swiss all the time to me. It's similar to German, but I don't necessarily speak it because it's just weird to me. Because when
Don't you speak Swiss German? Or can't you
I
speak?
can, but when I try to, like, English comes into my head because that's the second language I speak all the time. So like I speak German and then English, and then Swiss German is just.
I want to ask you a question. What
Yeah.
thing do you hate most about living in Germany all your life?
I feel limited in Germany.
Really?
And taxes.
And taxes. I'm always talking about taxes to him.
What's the tax rate in Germany?
It's like it's when you don't even like when you make about 55 grand a year or more, you're taxed 50%. And there's no
50%.
What the fuck?
and there's no write-offs. And there's no like you can't say okay I'm going to buy this car, right? It's my business car. No, hell no. They rip you off like crazy.
So it's not worth it to make over 50. It's
It's not
to
worth
be
it.
54.
It's not worth it to make business in Germany because like you have to start somewhere, right? And then when you're trying to make it, they take.
I thought that was the free part of Germany. I guess I'm wrong.
How does that?
No, you get free health care.
Well, it's not. It's
not free.
technically-
You're getting fucking taxed 50%.
Yeah, well, it's not free, and then also what's happening is like these taxes are invested into people coming from other countries, not paying a dime, getting €1,000 a month for nothing.
Well, why do they permit that?
Because they're fucking stupid. That's why, like, politically, we're like, this is just fucking stupid. Like, there are people coming from, like, the Middle East and stuff like that,
With
right?
the refugees.
Refugees. They throw away their passports, saying they're coming from Syria, and then they claim like I'm a minor, right? I come alone, blah blah blah. I don't have anything. I'm from Syria. I'm a refugee, and then they get like permitted shit, and then they commit crimes, most likely with knives, like stabbing people,
Oh, God.
and then raping people. Great, that's a great deal. Like raping and harassing women is a great deal.
I think this might ruffle some feathers.
Who gives a shit?
I know.
We
No
speak
shit's
the-
given,
we
but
speak
this
the truth
this
here,
is
man.
shit.
That's
I mean,
good. It's
this
good
is,
to know. Yeah.
This is the type of stuff that just like people.
This is why
Yeah,
we
no.
like having
This
people.
is-
One time.
We like having other people from other countries come on and tell us
Sounds awfully
firsthand.
familiar to the Swedish guest we had a few weeks ago.
Well, no, this is what you can say in Germany because nobody wants to see the truth. But this is what happens, and then people who are working get ripped off
Well, why doesn't anyone want to speak the truth? I don't get it.
because they're scared of the media, or I don't know. They're like, you have to be politically correct because of our past, right? You can't like because.
What do you have to do with the past? You
That's
weren't even born.
that's what I'm wondering. Like, I don't have anything to do with that, but like people still take the blame for it, and they I don't know. I guess that's what it is. But they let these people in, like not like come in, and it's most of these people are young men, lonely men, like coming alone between 20 and 30, and they're not even from Syria. They're from Iraq, Afghanistan, which are not considered as dangerous countries, like refugees. So they come in and they harass women. I don't know if you heard about the night in Cologne where like 1,000 of young men harassed women.
Groped them and sexually assaulted them.
Yeah. And that's like 10 10 men, 1 woman. Like,
Are you allowed to defend yourself, or are you not even allowed to do that?
Well, you are, but then like they might charge you with like I don't know if when you're a woman you might get away with it, but my brother, for example, he gets harassed a lot by these kind of like Middle Eastern men because he's a young, like he looks German, has blonde hair and stuff like that, and they try to assault him with a knife and like give me your money, give me your phone, blah blah, like stuff like that in the middle of the night, and I don't know, it's just. That's why, like, we hate this.
Do you have gun control over there?
Yeah, we don't have guns. That's why
Figures.
It's knife attacks. Like, they stab you.
Yeah,
shit.
For any idiot that ever wants to think about that in this country, listen to that.
Yeah, I mean, I don't know what's worse. I mean, knives, you have to be close and personal to someone. But still, I think, like, you can injure someone really badly with knives.
Of course.
Absolutely.
And, it's young fucking boys, like 15 years old, harassing people with knives.
They're dangerous. Young
Yeah,
teenage boys.
They are.
They're
Yeah.
very dangerous. In groups.
Yeah.
Like
in
a
groups.
pack of wild dogs.
Yeah, it's exactly
Have
like
you ever
that.
personally felt threatened or been harassed?
I honestly, I've been, when I was 15, which is 8 years ago, I used to go to the club, like, we walk everywhere in Germany, so I went to the club by myself, walked there, walked back, no problem. I would never do that right now. Never. I drive my car there.
And when did it start changing?
I would say, like, 3 years
Yeah, when
ago.
they let them come in like that
Yeah.
en masse.
Yeah. And it's like, it's exactly what you see. It is...
Miss Merkel, thank you.
Yeah, we thank her a lot for that. We appreciate it.
No wonder why you want to get out of there.
I'm glad you're coming over here, but
Yeah, me too.
we're starting to see that examples of that in this country.
Well,
Is politically correct.
the only thing keeping it from happening here at an alarmingly fast rate is the Atlantic Ocean.
Yeah, exactly.
Yes, and I mean, you banned the so-called Muslim ban.
And Trump.
Like, yeah, like, it's not, like, I think that's, you're doing yourself a favor. So, like, I think that's gonna, like, trigger a lot of people, but you don't want all these people inside your country. I'm serious.
Obama let tons of them in. Mosques building up out of nowhere.
Yeah, and it's like, and I watched, I don't know why I did that, but a few weeks back, I watched Sharia law enforcement, right, and punishments, and it's so disgusting. Like, I saw like a video of a little boy, he stole like some bread because he was so hungry, right? So they drove with a like big truck over his arm to amputate his hand. That's what they do.
Little boys, yeah, I saw
Yeah,
the
little
video,
boy.
yeah.
And then I also watched the video. It's by the way, it's on YouTube, so probably demonetized. But they some person, I think he did some more than stealing, maybe robbery, but they cut off his arm and his and 1 foot. Like, he was just blindfolded and like bound on the ground.
Wait,
I just
he
saw it.
He stole, or he was accused of stealing? Because
Well, that's-
I have a funny feeling that person didn't go through a court of law and have
Of
a
course
jury
not.
by his peers.
Of course not.
You know, and you can watch all these videos
Yeah,
in these
it's
countries
fucked up.
where there's mob justice and people get their arms and feet cut off in the street. I can point the finger at you. You just stole from my
Yeah,
store. And
yeah.
next thing you know, you're being surrounded by 20 people with a tire put around you,
Yeah.
set on fire.
Yeah, that's
That's
exactly
what happens in these countries.
Yeah, and that's what disgusts me about
It's
this.
sick.
Like, yeah, it is sick. It made me feel sick.
Right.
That's what's coming.
No trial.
In 10 years,
nothing.
I could see it coming to a country
It's
like
like a
that.
secret trial.
Well, like here in America?
Definitely in Europe, I could see it coming.
In Europe, but I don't think in
And the
America.
reproduction rate is off the
I feel
charts.
like honestly, I know Trump gets a lot of hate, but I feel like as long as Trump is the
There's a
president
lot
right
of what?
now, gets a lot of hate. Trump gets
Oh,
a lot
yeah,
of hate.
yeah.
Yeah. But I feel like as long as
if people will let him do his fucking job
Well,
once and for all.
he gets a lot of hate because
know?
of
who he is.
Well,
He's an idiot, but he's smart and he's an idiot. He's like
It takes common sense because the so-called geniuses screwed this country up so
It's-
bad.
it's
most of the hate is the
Intellectuals.
social justice warriors.
yes,
It's
yes.
simple. Donald Trump has balls.
Yes,
that's
that's
the
true.
difference between him and our last president. Donald Trump has. That's why he always sits with his legs open because he's got
Obama
big
has
fucking
balls, but he's got it for the other side. He wanted to let them all in.
Who?
Obama, he
Oh,
let
okay.
so many Muslims, and it wasn't even funny. He's got balls too for his agenda.
Because
It's not an American agenda, I'll say that.
He wants to do the politically right thing.
He's a globalist.
Donald Trump doesn't give no fucks. Right. He gives no fucks whatsoever.
He called Kim Jong-un's bluff.
And then,
right. Go ahead and shoot your firecrackers over here.
Yeah, he said, my button's bigger. And guess what? Everyone said Donald Trump he's a loose cannon.
He's starting a war.
Guess what? It worked.
Now South Korea and North Korea are, we don't know exactly yet, but for now what we've seen is they're, making peace. But we don't know how far that exactly goes. And that's a huge step in the correct direction, or in the right direction.
I've changed my opinion on the guy, I'll admit.
Yeah, and it's funny how...
That takes a big man to say.
Yeah.
I don't care. Hey, man, I'm just like... I changed my mind about blocking people. I'm allowed to change my fucking mind.
Because I remember when Brad said as soon as Trump is president, he's moving to Canada.
Yeah. I was talking like a fucking idiot. I was talking out of my ass.
Can live with Rosie O'Donnell.
I would never go to fucking Canada. It's too cold.
I would. I go there to Montreal.
They also pay too many taxes.
Find Christina.
There we go again with the taxes.
But I like that he apologizes for nothing and he fucking says what's on his mind. As fucked up, it's not the traditional presidential way.
It's not even fucked up. It's just the truth. But people are so sensitive.
It's funny. Him and Bernie Sanders' side were basically more aligned than people thought. Even their political differences, one far right, one far left, they had a lot in common. Quite a bit in common. They wanted those Republicans and Democrats the hell out of there.
Trump's going to get reelected. 100%.
I hope so.
Who are the Democrats going to put up against him? Joe Biden?
Joe Biden ran for president, didn't he? Back in the 80s or some shit?
No, I don't think so.
I think he was
I don't think he ever ran for president.
Al Gore. Maybe save the planet.
Well, I heard that Joe Biden ran, and a lot of his speeches were fucking plagiarized from Kennedy.
Wouldn't surprise me.
One of those, I don't know.
Wouldn't surprise me.
Yeah, but exactly who are they going to put up? It doesn't matter. Trump will win again.
The economy is booming. Unemployment's down.
He's also putting off pressure of taxes. Like he's taking.
He lowered everyone's
decreased
taxes.
Yeah. Like in Germany, it's like the other way around. They're like, oh, let's increase some taxes.
So let me ask you this: do you consider yourself a right winger politically?
Well, I would say when I say I'm a right winger in Germany, I'm a Nazi. So like that's what that's
what they call your.
Of course, when you're a little right of the middle, you're a fucking Nazi. That's what you are, and they treat you like a piece of shit. That's why you can't say what you think, because you have to be left. You have to. That's how it works in Germany because of the past. So.
Yeah, they call that Swedish guy similar too. It's very similar, eerily similar.
It is so weird. I
never thought you would say this about Germany. I had no idea. I'm totally
I'm it's just, Germany is nice. It has nice features, but politically we're wrecked. We're fucked.
Is there any reversing what's going on around Europe, or do you think it's too far gone?
Well, honestly, most European countries think that Merkel destroyed the European Union with her letting everyone in, because other countries don't want to deal with that bullshit. They say we don't want to, because what she's saying, we should put refugees, place them all over the countries, right? But the other countries never agreed to let them in the first place. So they're like, hell no, what we're supposed to do with those people? We don't want them here. So they're I guess they stay in Germany, and they still don't want to close the borders, and they just want to. I don't know where this is going. I don't know what she expects.
Well, when I was in Spain last year, one of the buildings downtown, I forget what fucking building it was. It was a huge sign that says "Refugees Welcome."
Exactly.
That's self-destruction.
It is. It's exactly what it is.
People don't take into account their reproductive rate.
So
they're like rats, like flies.
Yeah, they're
And there's so many more of them as a majority.
It's like epidemic.
That's scary. And what are they going to do when they're the majority? And what do they believe? Sharia law, you convert or you die.
Exactly, that's what they believe
They'll
now.
They'll burn you, cut your limbs off, torture you. They inject dogs with hydrochloric acid. I've seen videos of that. They don't they look like treat dogs like rats.
Yeah,
and a guy was in had a bunch of all the dogs they collected. This guy from ISIS in Iraq, parts that they used to control, and they were injecting the dogs all over their body with hydrochloric acid.
For what? Just for sick
It's
shits
just
and giggles?
Sick,
Yeah.
yeah.
Yeah, that's what they do, and then like
And the burn just keeps going. Burn, they'll dissolve your bones. The pain is unimaginable. There's nothing you could do about it.
yeah, and there's shit going on in Germany. Like they do honor killings. Like when you like as a female, you're growing up in Germany, right? But you're from a Muslim family, and you want to date someone. Hell no, it's not gonna happen. If you date like a German guy, for example, and your brother finds out, he's gonna fucking kill you. He doesn't give a shit. Like what the hell? It's your brother. And then what they do is that's what they love. They they are really reproductive, so they have like 10 kids. No, they have like 5-6 kids, right? And they send like
Off of your dime.
yeah,
taxes.
of course, because they get like per kid €350 per month. So it's really
They get paid to have more kids.
It's like a
yeah,
paradise
of course,
for 'em.
exactly. Like when you have 10 kids, you get
How is that? How the fuck can they think that that's okay? Like, why
That
would
is that's what they think.
You know who used to tell me about that in Sweden? Eric. Remember? Lynn's husband.
Oh yeah.
Noah's husband.
Okay. Yeah.
Yeah, he and I had some long talks about what's going on in Sweden. He told me the
Oh,
same
you can't stand
shit.
it there.
Yeah, because they're going to Sweden too, because this and so like
Right.
the system there is really good for them too. But they send into court. You're not liable for anything until you're 14. So they send someone in who's 12. They can go to prison. We don't have prisons for like minors under 14. So
Where do they go? I mean, if you kill
they get some, I don't know, they maybe have to go to some counseling or stuff like that.
Counseling.
But when they go when they,
How about they open up
they
Auschwitz?
kill someone, it doesn't. They
Yeah.
don't go to prison for that.
Turn them ovens back on. Send them over there.
Yeah. That's what happens. So you're 12, you kill someone.
Unbelievable.
Yeah, that's.
Well, I have a friend that would go over to the Middle East. He's in the army, and they said those guys, the women are for making babies and the little boys are for fun. They would catch guys just put under their sheets, grabbing little boys, putting them under their sheets and fucking them.
And they're holy
and they would grab
Muslims,
them and beat
remember.
the living shit out of
They're
them.
moral people. They
Yeah.
live by Sharia law.
Right.
Yeah, they'll fuck anything. Sheep.
Donkey.
Yes.
Yes.
But they'll cut your hands off for stealing.
Right.
Exactly.
It's such a
It's a fucked up. It's a.
demented.
But real quick, my father has a really good friend, and he used to deal like he is a billionaire somewhere, and he used to do deals with those people and like in Arabic countries, and he says, I'm sorry to say it, I'm just saying what he said, but he said these are the dumbest people because they're incest. You know, they're like you're not allowed to marry like off the family, so you have to marry your cousin or stuff like that. And he said they're the dumbest people, which was good for me because like I had to do deals with them and like I sold them a lot of shit, but they're so fucking stupid.
'Cause they're inbred.
Like he said that he said that I was like, oh okay, but I mean he has experience and he said they're so. Like he's not living
Go
in
set
Germany.
up a well for him, Chris Long.
Or Lou.
Lou who?
Yeah.
Lou.
I think he was kidding.
You think so? I think he was serious.
I hope so.
You hope he was getting $500 a month to build wells. Yeah, that money's not going where it's supposed to.
What are we talking about?
There he goes. Wait, somebody.
I know, I'm
made
just
that
kidding.
comment.
What are we talking about?
What are we talking about? Building wells in other countries.
Well, you show a lot of courage going into detail about that. I'll tell you what.
Well, yeah.
More so than our Swedish guest.
Oh.
He was petrified. Must be a little rougher over there.
Oh, really? Yeah, I mean, you're getting, like, I wouldn't, like, be surprised if I get threatened by Muslims after this podcast, honestly. So, I that's why I never do controversial stuff on my social media, usually, because I don't want to deal with
You're
that
just
bullshit.
stating facts. You're not really giving
Well,
controversial opinions.
Right.
You're telling us what life is like in Europe and Germany.
And you're entitled to have an
But people
opinion.
get triggered by that. Like, people think it's an opinion. Like, maybe they don't want to see it like that. But, it's...
I mean, if you're an American who's never been to Germany, I would say, blow it out your ass. You don't know what you're talking about, but you're German.
No. But still, like, people get really offended by something like I said. Because maybe, I mean, it's the truth somehow, but people don't want to realize it, or people don't want to, or people don't
They're
feel
afraid
like
to
it.
make them angry.
Yeah.
Why?
We get the
I don't
same
get
shit.
it.
They're
We go
dangerous.
balls.
They like it's
We-
not like when you say something about Muslims, they stand on your porch and like they gonna kill you for that. That's, I mean, you have to be fucking careful.
What is Johnny Lawrence saying? Cobra Kai, strike first, strike hard, no mercy. Right? Someone's on your porch and wants to kill you.
Well, we don't have stand your ground in
blow his head
Germany.
off.
Yeah, we don't have that in Germany. We don't have stand
But
your
you're not
ground in
allowed to
Germany.
use a gun.
No.
Guess who came up with that idea years ago? Adolf Hitler. They removed all the guns before he came in power. Wonder why.
That was smart. I didn't know that.
That's the first thing any
That's a
dictator
fact.
wants to do
Yes.
is disarm the people.
Pol
Smart.
Pot,
Right.
Fidel Castro, Joseph Stalin.
Well,
That's-
that's what the Second Amendment is for.
That's why it makes me laugh when people call Donald Trump Hitler. Donald Trump is standing up for the Second Amendment. He's not trying to take away everyone's gun rights. He wants Americans to have the rights to carry a gun. If he was really a dictator, the first thing he would try to do is take away everybody's gun.
Yeah.
But
Well,
I
the
gotta
Second Amendment is to keep and bear arms to overthrow the
Mao
government.
Zedong believed in gun control. Kim Jong-un, the grandfather. Kim Jong-il.
But I gotta say though, like, I mean, it's good to have guns to protect yourself. But if you have guns, like the intruder or whoever wants to kill you has a gun too.
So you don't have... Somebody came in your home in Germany and you shoot him dead.
Oh, you have a problem if you're not
Good
registered.
God.
Yeah, like, okay, so something happened to my dad. It was really funny. He had a paintball gun, but he was not registered on it, right? And we had, like, our backyard is bordered to, like a small park, and there are some junkies. And he actually, like, these junkies, like, they're, like, getting their heroin fix and stuff like that. And he's like, he told them to leave the property, and they wouldn't. And then so he shot them, right? Like, with a paintball. I mean, it's a paintball gun. But they called the police, and my dad got charged. And they took away his gun, like, and this person just, ran
Junkie
off.
on your property.
Yeah. Isn't that great? It's like, that's how it works.
You guys are done.
We're done, huh?
And you're going to need somebody twice as
We need a
ruthless
Donald
as
Trump.
Adolf Hitler. Twice as tough.
That's what
and ruthless.
that's what people fear, that it's going to
That's
be
what's
back
that's
to
what
his...
those
Yeah,
situations lead to that. That's what led to Hitler in the first place.
exactly.
After World War I, when people took wheelbarrows full of cash and burned that instead of firewood because it was cheaper.
Yeah.
They'd have to just buy a loaf of bread. It was dollar so devalued. They take a wheelbarrow full of cash just to buy a loaf of bread.
Yeah, it was
No shit.
There's
it was like
countries
1
in
million
Africa like that. They're carrying stacks of this
Inflation,
useless
yeah.
paper money to buy nothing. And it looks ridiculous. You got to carry this crap.
That's the thing that that kind of shit, what you said about walking home or whatever, you're not feeling safe. Like now here, what's good about being able to have a firearm is, people think twice about road rage or running up on somebody's car or smarting off, because you never know who's got a fucking gun.
Speaking from experience,
I know this lady that I worked with in Vegas. Just a regular lady. You would never think she had a gun. She was at a light. A guy had road rage, walked up to the car, and she had her gun right in her hand. Said, "Did you want to say something?" The guy fucking just took off.
It's the stupidest thing you can do is get out of your
that's
car.
it, man.
It's just,
Yeah, Dad. All the time somebody beeped at you, you'd stop the car in the middle of the street, get out and walk up to the car. Of course, that was the 80s.
Yeah. Well, we know your father wasn't wired right.
On the way to
but
church, too, Dad, in your suit. I remember that many times. Someone so much as beeped on you. Never used the horn in your life, I know, but someone so much as beeped the horn on you, you knew that car was stopping. He wouldn't say where, he'd just get out. At 6'4" stand and look at the person for like a couple minutes. Nobody ever did anything really. I've seen him do that dozens of times.
Yeah. See, nowadays somebody will shoot your ass.
Yep. And justifiably so in Florida with this law.
Oh yeah.
That's why I don't do it.
Exactly.
See a little 300-pounder coming at me.
never
Well,
know,
honestly,
man.
it's not worth the confrontation.
No.
Like, it's not worth the arguing. It's just go about your way. You know what I mean? Just go about your way. If like any type of confrontation comes, it's not about being the bigger man or about being a bitch. I'd rather be a bitch than
We're not being a bitch.
But if you walk away with like an argument, so people are stuck on trying to have a pumped up chest and be like the cooler dude or the person that doesn't get punked. But why would you at the end of the day? It doesn't even fucking matter. Like if you walk away, you know what I mean? Who gives a fuck? Nobody really cares.
The trolls. The talkers.
That's right.
Talking anonymously. That's the worst definition of a rat, troll, cunt, bitch. It's those types.
Exactly. The
Did you
nameless
know this
face.
part?
Nameless, faceless. I think she dropped the seat.
Oh.
It wasn't a fart. That'll get you an erection, though, if you hear a fart, won't it?
I don't know. That did.
Nate'll give you an erection. No, nameless, faceless, man. It's the easiest thing. Keyboard warriors. It's amazing.
Lowest of the low.
But the road rage shit, we get it all the time. I'll be on the phone with Andrew. He'll be driving, and I swear to God, like every other time I'm on the phone with him, he's fucking screaming.
It's great.
Fuck this motherfucker going like 20 miles per hour in front of me.
He's like, this fucking asshole behind me. He's riding my ass. I'm going slower. He was on the phone with me when 2 kids pulled up on me when I was at work. He heard me screaming at him.
Oh, shit.
I think because you were in your postal
Well,
truck.
they knew they could try me because I'm in the postal truck, and I'm not going to get out because I'll lose my fucking job. And I can defend myself now. If they got out and came at me, then it's on. But if I were to get out and approach them, I'm fucked. And they know some of these fuckers know that shit.
When I once got a traffic ticket and I had to go to driving school, so I didn't get points on my license, the teacher for the class taught an acronym that I remember every time I start to get road rage. FIDO, forget it, drive on.
Yeah.
And anytime I feel like you want to chase someone or pursue someone so you can flip them off, I say to myself, FIDO, and I just keep going.
It's the best.
You just say it to yourself and you forget it. Drive on.
It's the best way to go about it because like those little things,
We're adults.
People will let that ruin their whole fucking day.
Oh,
just
sure.
like just like a 30-second interaction or a 20-second thing that just happened.
And there's people
let them fuck
that
up their life for the day.
doing life sentences because of it.
Exactly.
For anyone
Lots.
listening to this, asking why we might have road rage, why can't we act like adults behind the wheel of a car? Try driving in South Florida.
During rush hour.
You have
Oh, yeah, any time of the day,
you have
really.
90-year-olds on the road who can't see, who can't hear, who have no reflexes, who don't hear when you honk a horn, they don't use signals. I mean, I can keep going, but driving in South Florida, it's like Grand Theft Auto, basically.
Oh, it tests your
And
patience.
it shouldn't be.
Yeah.
Everything's flat. Everything's marked.
Right, it's easy. It's
But
north,
true.
south, east, west. There's no mountains.
That's
There's no
so true.
winding roads.
Remember
It's
those
the
windy
easiest
roads
place
up
to
north?
fucking drive.
Man, I don't know how I'm still alive.
I
Pittsburgh roads. Oh my
I
God.
couldn't imagine driving in New York. Like we were just in New York this last weekend, and like
You stay in Manhattan?
yeah, we stayed in Manhattan. We stayed like pretty much like a block from Times Square. Like pretty much, were we in Times Square?
We were pretty close to Times Square, yeah.
Yeah. So like we got into Ubers and we Ubered a few places, but even
And you're like, thank God I'm not driving.
oh my God,
Yeah,
dude!
yeah.
Like even going maybe 10 miles down the road, it took us we went from the Bronx. Was it the Bronx?
No, we went from actually the airport, John F. Kennedy. It's 13 miles to our hotel. We went maybe 1 hour 20 minutes. And then it's that we walked to the last mile because we checked our Google Maps and said, okay, it's 13 minutes away. We checked 5 minutes later, it's 17 minutes away. Because we didn't move, we were like, hell no, we're gonna walk this shit.
But you had a good time nonetheless.
Yeah, it was a good time. It was cool.
Good.
Well, what's confusing there is a lot of one-way streets, you know.
New York is cool. I wish we could have stayed longer. It's like we didn't. I mean, we were only there for the weekend, so we didn't really get to experience.
Yeah, the Misfits tend on going up one of these days. See Greg Valentino and Joe Patero.
Oh,
I might
They
go in
gotta come
August.
down here. We gotta get
Yeah,
Joe
I told them to come
here.
down in the wintertime.
Yeah. September to May is the best time to be down
Maybe
here.
we'll have another barbecue, if you know what I mean.
what happened to the first barbecue that we were supposed to have?
2 weeks.
In 2 weeks?
Memorial
You
Day.
guys
Okay.
are invited?
Yeah. We're gonna do an eating challenge.
Actually, no girlfriends.
No girlfriends?
It's just men.
Okay, I'm gonna stay home then.
Yeah, she can come.
I can come?
Lenny just paid the approval. Wait, is it because your girlfriend's not coming?
No,
We
wait.
got girls coming, put it that way.
Okay, we got hookers coming.
No.
Am I still invited though?
No.
I can dress up
hookers.
They're
like
cooks.
hookers.
No hookers.
They're going to do all the cooking.
Right.
They're friends, yeah.
No, hold on.
Friends
what?
of Lou.
What is going on?
Lenny challenged me to a.
No. Andrew Calora got some challenges for you. I'm done.
That's right. They could do the prime rib challenge.
I'll secede to you, Nate. You're
would.
the better eater.
Wow.
What?
That's 2 of you tonight who both conceded something.
Yeah.
That is true. We got Brad and Lenny.
What did I
Wow.
concede again?
That you like Trump.
Trump.
Oh, okay.
Wait, what are we talking about?
I wouldn't say I like. Well, I do kind of like.
You
him now.
understand he's doing a
Right.
good job for the country.
Yeah, you were concerned with your job, what he'd do, and he'd do a damn thing. He made it better. He got
Yeah.
a tax. He's not going to do anything to that.
Well, the problem with the Postal Service is it's a service. It's not run like a business. It's not for profit.
That's always when it's like owned by
Everything's for
government.
profit. Come on.
No.
They don't turn a profit.
Government owned like businesses.
You know where the profit goes? Into the federal retirement
Yeah.
system.
It's like
That's why we always shows we're in the red. We're not. It's because it goes into the federal retirement system, and it's paid up over 75 fucking years now. My great grandkids have a retirement, you know. And that was a bill that W passed, signed off on that shit.
But
I don't know however many billion it is a year that the Postal Service puts into the federal retirement system. And we get paid off of revenue from the Postal Service, not from taxpayers.
Lenny, before I forget, my buddy Matt, who lives in Hawaii, he wanted me to ask you a question. My friend claims that his dad, Julian Lee, used to have the bench press world record for his weight class, 606 pounds, weighing 198. See if Lenny has ever heard of him. Julian Lee.
Never heard of her.
There you have it.
No, honestly, I never did.
Didn't you have one for me last week that we didn't read? What was you said somebody sent you?
Oh, yeah, I did. Good memory.
I've heard of a Hawaiian powerlifter named Hideki Inaba.
Wow,
He was in a lighter weight class, but
that's a pretty.
Julian, you know what? It does sound vaguely familiar, to tell you the truth.
Well, now you'll have to Google it.
But that's pretty impressive. Under 200 pounds bench, that's 3 times body weight.
Wait, what was the bench press?
606 at 198.
Dude, that's insane.
My size benching 606.
No, you don't.
Chance. No chance.
You don't want to at this point.
No, I can't.
Shoulder.
My shoulder is fucked still.
I'd rather see a good 10 set of 10.
Yeah, exactly. I'm done with.
You done with
How much you bench?
I don't
Mania.
care. Don't
you
give.
done with your ego?
Huh?
You done with your ego in the
I
gym?
found it. You want to hear it?
Is it long?
It's kind of long. Let me read this to you. Hi, Andrew. I would love to have this question asked for Brad during your next podcast. This person emailed me this a couple weeks ago. It slipped my mind. Brad is always busting others' balls, calling people out on their bullshit, but I can't recall him ever being called out. I feel he has a very simplified view of religion, and that it is unwise of him to dismiss it all as being merely made up by people. I think he is throwing the baby out with the bathwater. My question for Brad: do you think when it comes to religion that you may be overly dismissive of it? The truths of religion are not scientific truths, and only extremists and fundamentalists make the claim that they are. Who's laughing at me? Jesus mainly taught with parables, so perhaps the entire Bible itself is a parable of the human condition. There are themes that are true within every religion. The same stories told with different characters and setting. Have you never had a religious experience with marijuana or any other illegal substances that you enjoy?
Illegal substance.
It is said of Buddhism that it is a finger pointing to the moon. Don't take the finger as the truth. It is what is pointing to. Thanks.
What was the question?
I know. That was a lot, man.
I guess the simplified question
Yes, all
is,
religion is bullshit.
do you think
And
you're
I still
overly
think it is.
dismissive of religion? That's the
No, I'm
question.
not overly dismissive. No.
Brad, there's practical, at the very least, fundamental.
It's made up shit by
Yeah,
people.
I
It is
agree
made
with
up
you.
by
What?
people.
Thou shalt not kill?
That's just a moral.
Moral
That's not
thing.
religion. That's just because you don't
shouldn't
do
kill.
that. Right? Because you go to fucking jail.
That's your only recourse, but if it wasn't a crime, you would kill.
Some people, yeah. Some people deserve to be killed. I'm not going to fucking lie.
Are you
You know
religious?
that.
I'm not religious, but I do believe
In a higher power?
the higher. Yeah, you can call it that. It definitely were created by something we were not meant to understand. I do believe
Why?
Jesus has a
But
special place in
can't we
history.
understand- Why can't we understand?
Because he made it very
evolution?
simple. He took the Ten
Oh,
Commandments.
Adam
He said
and
that's
Eve.
all well and good.
Adam and Eve. So everybody's inbred. If it's just
He
Adam
said that's
and
all
Eve.
well and good, but he said, love everyone as you do yourself.
Well, I mean, you have to
That's fun, but you don't need that.
Yeah, I mean,
Yes, we did, because back then it was very brutal.
Well, just if you just take a look at life and reality, it's fucking weird. I mean, just
We're
like
not
us.
meant to understand
Oh
certain
yeah, we don't
things.
understand shit. I mean, look at
We're
us.
creatures on a fucking wet rock floating around a fireball in the middle
Who
of
made
space.
all that complexities?
But
Who made? Who
That's-
the fuck knows? But not a imaginary white bearded god
don't-
floating in the fucking
Who
sky.
said anything about
Didn't
a white
just
beard?
clap
I said
his
it-
hands and here's an earth.
I
and
said
here's a
something
sun.
we're not meant to understand.
Well, see,
Obviously, somebody did because it's too complex.
so I agree on like that part where like I mean, there's not a man in the sky that just like created us or some shit. Because I mean, who the fuck created him in the
Whoa,
first
they're
place?
watching.
We're
you.
not supposed to
They're
know that,
watching.
Nate.
But I do know.
We're
I
watching.
do agree that there's like there has to be something because I mean, if you look at just the species in general, the galaxy, everything in general, it's so fucking crazy. And even if
Why is it crazy?
The
though?
size
Because-
of it is beyond comprehension.
What the size of what?
The whole
Everything.
galaxy.
No shit. So you
the
don't think there's
universe.
another planet out there with life on it?
Possible.
I think that's
Possible?
too.
Very possible.
Of course.
But
There's
what about
multiple
those vast
universes.
planets
So is
that
God
are...
out somewhere else right now?
What gets me is there's planets 100 times bigger than this that from what we've seen with telescopes, there is no life on it. Why is that there?
We can't get to them and they can't get to us. That's the
Matter
reason why we
begets
don't know.
matter. Something has to create the matter.
Are you going to start with
In
these
that case.
these J
If there's no matter, that goes with against the Big Bang theory. There's no matter involved.
There was nothing.
Yeah, and you're saying matter came out of nowhere. Matter begets
That's
matter.
that's what you're
That's
saying.
a universal
Matter came
truth
out
of physics.
This Earth was just. Then how was the Earth created?
Okay, real quick.
It's a mystery. Nobody knows. Not even.
So we'll just say
Not
God.
even-
we'll just say
not
God
even-
created.
It's like a computer. You
That's
weren't.
easy enough.
You weren't
Let's say God
intended to know.
created.
You were
But
meant to discover this.
If we don't know, that's fine. But then why is the default answer metaphysical bullshit?
Correct.
That's what the Big Bang theory is. Metaphysical bullshit.
It is true.
And if life after or
It's a
your
theory.
death is so great, if heaven's so great,
Mike?
why are people not wanting to just fucking die?
I believe people have been brought back to educate others on it. They were brought back for a reason. They were on death, and there's a lot of them online, and there's guys saying, honest to God, I saw this. I saw a white light. I saw a person at the end of the light, and it felt so
That's the
good
chemicals,
moving to
that's
this
the
person. He
adrenaline,
says,
the chemicals in
it's
your
like the
brain.
feeling I get with Christina times a million.
How
Although I do believe she's going to take me to heaven herself.
See, that's, I mean,
I do
if
believe
that's-
that.
If that's
She's an
what you want-
angel, and I think we should stop this conversation right here.
yes.
This can go
I'm
on for
your
6
side,
hours.
though.
Yeah,
I'm on your
yeah,
side,
yeah.
though.
But I mean, okay, so nobody understands shit. So the Big Bang theory, like, I mean, essentially, it's all just made up shit. Everything is made up.
Correct.
We just try to make sense of something, but it's all made up
But
because
we'll never
it's
be able to
nothing.
make sense of
It's
it.
nothing that we ever will understand. It's
90,
just things that we
90%
put
of
numbers
religion
and
is made
it
up. I
makes
agree with
sense
that.
Okay,
in a way.
there you go.
Don't eat red meat. He's Catholic, and then they have a thing called Vatican II 20 years ago where they changed the rules. That's where my father drew the line. He's like, no, he goes, we're sticking to the basics here.
Yeah, and then they just hide all those fucking priests over there diddling kids, just shift them around to other. That fucking Vatican.
Yes, because they're
fucking-
not God. They're human, and they're vulnerable.
I have a cool
Well, because
question,
they should never
Stop
have
it.
made
They
that
should
rule
never-
where they can't marry and have kids, but they did that because they didn't want to fucking pay for them.
Quick question, though. The barbecue event. Am I invited
Thank you
or
for
not?
changing the topic.
Yes,
Am
you're
I-
invited.
I'm invited?
I'm sure
Brad?
Lou would love to see you pop up.
Why don't you just go in disguise and pretend to be one of the girls and no one will know?
One of the girls? Okay, hold on.
You know?
We got to talk about one of the girls.
and then you can be like, I really like the Asian looking guy.
so
you know?
we're talking about hookers then, yeah?
No.
They're female.
They're female.
they're
They're
friends of Lou.
females.
Friends of
Okay.
Lou.
Dancers, they're going to dance, cook.
Do I have to? I can cook, but I'm not gonna dance.
cook.
I'm gonna cook
I'm
though.
sure it would allow you. I'll ask him. I'll text him later, and I'm sure.
It's Lou's house. We can't just. We have to.
Yeah.
clear
Who's
it.
Lou?
I'll ask him first. He was on the podcast. The
So
guy
I'm
with,
not, okay, hold on.
with the
You-
charity, Save the Rhinos.
Nate, you're telling me you're going to some event where dancers are and strippers are and I'm not invited.
Come on, Nate. Put her in her place, Nate.
I just found out about all the strippers and stuff got going
Yeah.
on just
You're
right
fucking
now.
tripping.
You're still
You knew-
going, Nate.
No, I didn't know just till right now.
You're-
Like, is there really strippers? Like, this is all new to me.
He gets hella excited about that.
Yes.
You know what? I'm not gonna join. You have your fun, okay?
I have my own
Attaboy.
stripper. I have my own stripper.
I would enjoy you telling me more about Germany. To tell you the truth, I learned a lot. I enjoy gaining knowledge. That's why I hang around with these guys.
About Germany or German girls.
Anything you said, you'd be a good teacher, good instructor.
He'd be into German boys, if anything.
Come on, Nate. I'm not. You know how I fly. 10, 10, 10 when the mood arises. 10,
They're blonde
10, 10.
and blue eyes, most of them.
Yeah, not for me.
Not for you?
Although I've seen they're getting better. They're getting better.
Yeah, with all the refugees mix, you know. They're getting tanned. You know what I'm saying?
Any good questions there?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Because Brad always has the booklet of questions.
Why don't you go look on them, Nate, and you can answer what you want.
Oh, okay, hold on.
There might be
It's
some
definitely going to
questions
have...
you don't want me to ask you.
It's definitely going to be some stuff
Do you
with...
eat her ass?
What?
Hold on, let's say it was Adam
Let's answer some questions here, okay?
Adam asked us a
when
question.
when there's a wedding, we don't know yet about that.
Yeah, answer the question, Brad.
Oh,
said,
they
please.
want you to impregnate Livia so Lenny can drink her piss when she's pregnant.
That is so sick.
It has growth properties in it.
Growth property.
Muscle growth properties.
Ask Nate and Lenny when is
Nate,
the
answer
ass...
the question.
That's
Brad
so
answered his questions when he got a similar question. He answered it. Nate, can you please answer the question
What question?
from the maniac?
What question?
Repeat,
What
please.
Yeah, repeat. What was the question?
Nate, do you eat Livia's ass?
What?
Do you eat ass?
Oh!
Why not?
That's
He
gross!
keeps telling me.
Look, hold on. First of
she'll
all...
leave me if I don't eat her ass.
First of all...
She'll love you better. Put it
First
that
of
way.
all-
She'll love me better.
First of all, what happens in the bedroom stays in the bedroom. I'm just saying. But like, even if I said yes or no, it doesn't really matter.
What
They're
happened
gonna
in
think what they
Vegas?
want.
Yeah, it doesn't really matter.
What
because
happened with you in Vegas didn't stay in Vegas. So what's the
did.
big deal about a bedroom?
No, it did. I had nothing in Vegas came with me here. What happened in Vegas?
Oh,
did
so
stay
I
in Vegas.
figured you did.
But
Suck some dick from some meth.
what
Oh,
the
I
fuck?
suspect
No.
that.
Oh, my God.
Hello.
Okay.
Oh, I wanted to ask you about the meth thing. Because Lou was talking about, I guess, when he was on it, he would just nut out of nowhere. Didn't he get tackled and he busted a nut?
And girls, it makes them orgasm like crazy.
No, that he probably had some shit laced with something. Like I don't know what that was, or maybe that was just how the chemical
But it
reaction.
does affect a woman's sexual.
Maybe it was so for males or for most of the males that that I hung out with. Like you just get like okay, so when you first do the drug, you can't have an erection at all. You just have no control of it. You can be horny, but you can't do nothing with it because your limp is a dick. It's like having deca dick. You know what I mean? You're limp. You can't do shit. But like
Was
after
that for you personally?
that's with every dude that's ever done meth.
Interesting. You said with the boys, and then you knew that all the people
So you
had
have
limp dicks.
you
That's very interesting. Man.
no okay. So you have friends that do meth. You're your friends. You don't.
You talk about what goes on.
Yeah. So everyone talks like you have friends these days. I mean, I would assume that you talk about just random shit. Oh, my dick can't get hard, or that pussy was so
you
good.
said
That's
it
just
earlier.
shit. That's men talk. That's men talk. You
I
know.
never ask how. I just say I know when I show Brad trannies that his dick is getting hard.
You're 100% wrong.
That's when I'm going to get that
100%
erection
wrong.
device put on Brad.
He wants
Strap him
somebody- he
down
wants
and have him
somebody
watch
else to have
tranny
that
porn.
Sickness.
Or
That's
get a
what he
tranny,
wants.
give him a lap dance. Let's see how hard he gets.
No, thank you. I don't need that shit, man.
Okay, so Brad, just to answer
If
your
I was into
Answer
it,
the-
I would tell you. It doesn't fucking.
But
do
you're getting
anything for
hard.
me.
I know you're not into it. You don't want to be into it, but you're getting hard and you don't like it.
That's not true, Leonard.
Now we get into the right topics here, right?
How about I turn on some tranny porn and you can hold
I didn't
my
bring my
cock
f-
and you can hold my.
I didn't
cock
bring
and
my
balls.
phone.
How's that?
I didn't bring my phone.
Fucking homo.
We have all internet here, so
hold on. But
Did you ever do any hard drugs?
no.
How old are you?
23.
Wow.
But to answer
You're
your
old
question,
enough to be my daughter.
but to
And
answer,
Andrews.
But to answer your question, Brad, I've never heard of that ever happening to anybody that's ever done meth, like just randomly busting a nut. That's a little weird. I mean, maybe.
I thought so. That's why I asked you. I didn't
Yeah,
know
that's a little weird.
If that was
I
one of the
But
side
I
effects.
I
of
saw a
that
thing
shit.
online. Actually, it was meth porn. That they're showing girls smoking meth
porn.
and going nuts.
Well, I mean, that's true. Like girls, like I mean, it's
They get horny on everything.
Yeah, yeah,
Even
yeah,
Pot,
yeah.
they get horny.
crack. They get horny.
Everything. Any drug
It's
you
any-
get sick, she's getting horny.
well,
Yeah,
it's
exactly.
like stimulants. It's like it gives you like this, euphoric feeling. It's just like It's just like taking ecstasy or Molly or same shit. But
I heard the ecstasy cap of the world is Tel Aviv, Israel.
I wouldn't know that.
Where'd you hear that?
I saw it online.
But like stimulants, it's like an upper. It's like it puts you more into. I would say personally, it would put you more in the mood than something like marijuana or something. I don't know. I've never had sex on marijuana. I think that would be really
on
weird.
Marijuana.
It's just you know what the fuck I'm talking about.
I know.
You fucking cop here.
Do you have a Victoria's Secret modeling career?
Me?
Yeah. Someone asked,
how's
your Victoria's Secret modeling career going?
If he has a Victoria's Secret modeling career for me, he should hit me, or she should hit me up.
Oh, that's Donkey Kong Fitness.
Oh, Donkey Kong Fitness, hit me up. I'll be down for that.
Wow.
Oh, I see that. Donkey Kong, how's your Victoria's Secret modeling career?
That's I appreciate that, but that's
Does
so
Prince
funny.
Andrew play golf? No, I don't. I don't have the temperament for golf. It's just too slow paced.
What? That's not even a
I'd
sport.
miss a putt and like slam my golf club against a tree.
I
I
can
can't.
definitely see that.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's,
Right.
it's very overrated. I don't see why the rich guys.
Too slow.
I guess to get away from the old lady.
Well, it's what
Probably.
it is. You get
Yeah.
out on the course for 4 or 5 hours.
Right.
You
Get away
drink
from the
beer,
kids, asking
smoke
for money.
some
Get
cigars,
laid.
drink some
Yeah.
beers.
And they play
Get
tennis
laid,
to
yeah.
get
Get
away
laid,
from
right?
their husbands.
You probably.
Get laid? Yeah, you should.
On the
It's not
golf
that
course.
important to me at this age. Been there, done that.
Make sure to ask Nate who the first president of the United
I
States
saw
was.
that. George Washington.
Can you name one fact about him?
Huh?
Can you name one fact about him?
There's a lot of
State is named about him.
Washington State? I don't know about that. I don't know anything about George Washington. That shit. I look. I went to school. I know who George Washington is. He was the first president. That's all you need to know. It's like nobody fucking sits there and goes to a course and learns about every fucking president. And if you do, I mean, maybe you're doing something that pursuing a
Well,
career.
I learned a fact.
You
He
ever go to
actually.
the Hall of Presidents in Disney World?
What's that?
The Hall of Presidents in Disney
Yeah, I
World?
enjoyed that.
No, I've never been to
I went
Disney
They
World.
said that Trump, they put Trump in there. He looks
But,
terrible. They
okay.
made him all
Really?
fat and- yeah.
But knowing the first president has nothing to do how smart somebody is. Like people are pretty stupid. Like that's book smarts. I mean, not even book smarts. That's just I would say that's book smarts. But like smarts to live in this world, nobody needs to know who the fuck the first president
Yeah, I
is.
see the point.
You know what I mean? Who gives a fuck who the first, second, third, fourth, fifth, sixth, seventh president is? That's not gonna help you in your future. It really isn't, unless you're gonna be
Dude, most
involved
of the
in politics.
shit that you learn in school, you're never gonna use
Exactly.
the rest of your
Look, I took
fucking
physics.
life.
I took
Right.
physics 1, 2, chemistry 1, 2. I've taken a bunch of science classes, and calculus, all this shit. I don't. You're never going to use that shit unless you're going to with numbers,
Engineering.
like engineering or just shit like that, like
Accounting.
geometry and accounting, things like that.
Physics.
Like I don't give a shit about any of that stuff. You take it because you have to take it to pass college. But I mean, like living in a world that we live in today, nobody gives a fuck about if you know who the fifth president or the first or the second or third or what Abraham Lincoln did or anything like
But
that.
they do need to
or
know
Martin
more,
Luther
more
King.
history because
In this day and age, you can have nothing more than a high school education and become a millionaire. Formal education
It's very true.
means less and less.
It's very
these
true.
days.
Did you go to college, Livia?
Well, I just finished my law degree in Germany, so I.
Wow.
Yeah, I think it's like kind of the bar exam here. And yeah, I just finished this. I have one more test, which is gonna be.
What kind of law you want to practice?
Well, I don't know if I want to practice law at all, but I just did it, to be able to. I would say protect myself from being, fraud or whatever. And but I was like focusing on tax law, and basically also like kind of law and economics. That's what I was focusing on. Yeah.
Nate, your grandmother has joined us here tonight. Granny Figs. No bueno, not uno.
No
week.
good.
And the green card Novia Leach tell Nathan to kick me to curb and move out. Por favor, all fans deport Leach Novia puto before too late for me. It has 24 likes.
Why do they say
It
Novia?
has 24
What is it?
likes.
Your name is Livia, right?
Yeah.
Okay.
But Novia means girlfriend in Spanish.
Oh, I
Yeah.
thought they were. Oh, okay.
Okay, so but, honestly, it's funny. The
The
fucking
Granny Figs account is hilarious.
yeah, it's
This,
kind of
this one. Did you see this one?
Oh, that's the best, yeah. Puta maricón. That's right, hijo de puta.
That's actually funny as fuck.
Hilarious, man.
You son of a bitch.
Hold on, I'm gonna watch that right now. Here, take this, Livia.
Or son of a whore, depends how you translate it.
That shit cracks me up, man. I love when they Photoshop shit
I know.
and they dub voices in
Hey,
and stuff.
we have the most creative viewers
Yeah,
on the
they're
internet.
great, man. I wish they would do more of that
care.
shit.
Yeah,
you know?
Sounds familiar.
Most creative viewers on the internet. Hands down.
That shit's funny, man.
Does your grandmother have any idea of what you're involved in or no?
I mean, she knows that I do something with on the internet. But you know, she's super old school. She knows and she doesn't know. Like she'll never really understand it. She's at her age. It's just not. It just won't comprehend with her. But I mean, she knows I do something, you know, because
But she doesn't watch the videos or none of that shit.
she doesn't know about the internet and all that. I mean, she does and she doesn't. You know, she doesn't know that you can like make livings off internet or you can watch videos and things like that.
She has no idea she's a big superstar now.
No, she doesn't.
You got to show her one day. She might like it.
Oh, well, I mean, she's been in a few of my videos. Like, I made this like huge giant cinnamon roll, and I took a big piece of it and had her try it on camera. Yeah, but obviously she's my grandma, so she's gonna love it. Oh, it's so good. But
Did it come out? Did it come out good?
Yeah, it actually it was my only cinnamon roll that actually came out good because the other ones I made either deflated or
I think I remember that video.
yeah, I tried to make one. I was like,
Yeah,
it fucking
yeah.
just went. It just deflated, and it was like rock hard. I tried to eat it, and I was like, I can't do it. I was like, I just gave up. I'm not gonna eat this.
Did you have your dinner, Leonard?
No, I'm going to eat when I go home.
What do you have today? What's on the agenda?
I had tacos, strawberries, milk, and then I had eggs, expensive kind of bacon, cheese, couple bagels,
What is an
Yeah.
expensive kind of bacon?
Thicker
though?
cut.
right bacon, it's W-R-I-T.
White bacon
Right.
instead of black bacon.
Right, it's just very expensive. It's like a pound's like $13.
Why?
Just the way it tastes, it's good, and it's actually good for you. It has stearic acid in it. It's actually a new health food. It's unlike sausage, which is processed. It's non-processed. And my appetite's just not there, you know. But I did decrease my PEDs, and I do feel a little better.
Good.
Well, that's good.
Well, cause and effect. See?
Yeah.
You don't need as much shit as you're
No,
running
I don't
anyway.
think so.
It's too expensive. And
No, it
it's
was
just
making me
not-
too slug. I couldn't
Right.
lift. You can't lift, you can't grow.
I mean, how long?
Can't eat, you can't grow.
You
How
run
long-
that 400 megs a test a week, maybe a little EQ.
Probably for me, 600 to 800, still a fraction of what I was taking.
Yeah, but it's just like when you drink, when you take like 1,000 milligrams of vitamin C, you only absorb what 200 milligrams of it, and you just piss the rest out.
Correct.
It's probably with the steroid. You know, you're taking all that 2,400. How much actually do you think your body absorbs of that?
Well, that-
2,400.
But that's when he starts doing the insulin.
But I probably need the insulin at this point.
You getting ready for that Ruby?
Tell you the truth, it's an iffy situation right now.
Oh, okay.
That's all I can say about the Ruby.
That's what? That's,
And now it's in
September.
there, but it's not the first priority
It's
by
all right.
any means.
Big Rob can take your place.
will he be down here?
What?
Is he going to be down here?
He said something about competing in the Ruby. Who knows?
You got to be
Strolling.
committed to it. I had some problems last year. I don't want to do 2 days in a row, 2 years in a row where I'm lackluster, you know, due to my own fault or not.
I say you sit out this year and just do it next year.
Is Jason going to do it?
You know, see how it goes.
I doubt it. If Lenny doesn't do it, he probably won't.
Yeah, he won't. It's such a staple thing in like the whole Misfits
No.
era. So like it would be really weird if there was no Ruby this year.
Surprisingly, because what's the difference? You know, I get on stage, I pose, you know, small differences in physique year to year,
Yeah.
you know.
You're finally coming to reality. I like this.
But if the maniacs want to see it, I'll do it.
There it goes.
I'll do the
You know
best.
they want to see it.
I'll do the best I can for them. I'll go out there and
I mean, just
do the best I can.
Just do what Jason does. Eat whatever and
How
just
about
get on
you
stage.
You do the best you can for yourself.
Well, I used to think that way, but that's totally false because
You can't risk.
I came to the conclusion, you know, my father isolated himself a lot, cost him a lot, was suspicious of people. He used people as motivation a lot too, but, there could so many opportunities, I mean, he became a homebody and we got married. He lifted weights at night, never went out with anybody, even for a drink or stuff like that. Even Mike Ditka called him, who played with him on the Eagles, and he used to take him out drinking when they were both with the Eagles in '68. He called the house one night. We couldn't believe it. And he turned him down. He was coming into town for the golf tournament at Oakmont Country Club. He wanted to see him, maybe go out for a beer.
Oakmont's a good club.
Father turned him down. This is in the '80s after he won a Super Bowl. Because they're both local players. Ditka from Aliquippa. So, what good that did him? A night out with Mike Ditka? I mean, people would pay for that.
So, long story short, you're doing the Ruby.
We'll see. We'll see what the Maniacs say.
Oh, of course they're going to want you to do it.
Of course. Isn't
I owe the Maniacs because they took care of me, even though I, with cleaning of the house and showed that they cared about me. And I want to do something for them, obviously.
How about clean the house?
I was going to say,
True.
the least you could have done is kept the house tidy.
If you want to do something for the Maniacs, you know what you do? Live a long, prosperous, healthy life. That's what they would want you to do. They don't want you to keel over in a year from now.
Because of a fucking Ruby.
They'd rather you
one
never...
night at the fucking Ruby.
They'd rather you never compete again and live another 25 years.
I'll tell you the truth, Ruby's going to help Mike because it makes us go on a diet.
Put you in the
start doing cardio.
Year,
I think it was a freak episode of food poisoning, which turned into a electrolyte imbalance, which turned into rhabdo. Because like I said, I eat that old piece of chicken from a July 4th barbecue of my mother's, and it was in that refrigerator probably a month. And I was spaced out doing.
That was from my house.
Yes, that's true. Yeah.
Were you throwing up?
Yeah, from both ends. Then I went and did cardio, and it was like 90 degrees. Ride to work on a bike after lifting, and I just, collapsed.
Here's a good, hey, can Dumbo baby bird Lenny? That will help with his loss of appetite.
I'll answer that, no.
Excuse me?
You wouldn't let her do it?
Baby what?
Baby bird?
What is that?
I think it's where...
You chew up your food and spit it into his mouth.
Let me go get a pretzel.
Actually, you chew my food for me, so I don't have to chew. The Romans used to do that.
Yeah.
They used to have slaves do it
Leave
because they
that
were
to
so
Emma.
lazy.
Leave that to Emma.
So funny to call her Dumbo when she's sitting right here.
You're enjoying yourself? I'm glad about that, though.
Yeah.
That can't bother you. It's a silly.
Yeah.
You don't have satellite ears like we would call kids Dumbo when they had the fucking satellite
It's
ears.
just
First of all, Dumbo is cute as fuck.
It's
Dumbo
a
is
fucking elephant. She's
I'm cute as fuck.
It's just so funny how in a passing moment Jason could say something that an hour later he wouldn't even remember saying, and yet it just sticks with you forever.
Ever. Eternity.
Like that's the Genova.
With the internet, it's
And
eternity.
I gotta tell you, Dumbo...
1,000 years from now, they'll still be calling you that.
You gotta embrace it.
Yeah.
It's
I
good.
am embracing it.
We'll get you a Dumbo shirt.
Oh, I would
Yeah.
appreciate that. I would wear that on my videos. Totally.
All right, I have
I know
another
Dumbo.
question for you, Lenny, that someone sent me. Hang on a second.
Look how fucking cute Dumbo is.
He is,
Dumbo's cute as fuck.
Dumbo is cute.
Look at that.
Cute.
That's Dumbo.
Where's the package?
You sick fuck. That's that trunk on his front
Oh,
of his
there you
fucking
go.
face.
All right, Lenny, you ready?
Yeah.
Could you please relay a question to Lenny for me tonight on the podcast? I had weight loss surgery a little over a year ago and long story short, I went from 402 pounds down to 240 pounds. My stomach is now the size of a banana. I've been working out like crazy and I cannot get stronger. Is it due to me not being able to eat anymore? I struggle to get 135 on the bench. Also, what exercises can get rid of a small case of man boobs?
That's going to go to your diet and probably some plastic surgery. I hate to say it. I wish you would have spoke to me sooner. I am against that procedure 90% of the time.
Gynecomastia surgery?
No, gastric bypass.
Okay.
My friend's father died 3 days after having that
Yes,
done.
it's very risky.
No
There's no
shit.
guarantees.
Yep.
When me and Andrew lost that weight initially, everybody asked me, did you get the gas? I said, no, we went on a diet and we did cardio. That's simple.
The old-fashioned.
Now, what's done is done. What I can recommend to you is do the basic movements, build the muscle so it fills that area up with muscle. And you can get stronger Look up Stan Efferding's seminars. He says it's the very basics, which from day one is eating, optimizing your eating, your sleeping, and your lifting. Do your basic movements. Get in the gym and get fired up. You'll get stronger when you get aggressive in there. You have a partner like me and Kalora. We used to get mean in there, and we used to throw weight up we didn't think was possible simply because of that. We got downright mean under that weight. And you push that up and you will get stronger, and obviously stick to a high protein diet. Basically around eggs, milk if you're not lactose intolerant, and beef. The more the better. Fill them with some oatmeal, potatoes, fruits and vegetables, and you're on your way.
This guy kind of pigeonholed himself. He had what I'm assuming is either his stomach staple or gastric bypass, which are two different procedures. But he wants to gain muscle. You can't gain muscle if you don't.
Yeah, so hopefully you got the staple that can be reversed. But gastric bypass, you cannot absorb nutrients. They take that and throw that into medical waste. I don't know if they tell you that, but you cannot absorb certain B vitamins, and it's hard to absorb 100% of the protein too, because they're basically taking out your intestines, and that's where most of the digestion takes place, not in your stomach, in your intestines. So hopefully you got to do what you got to work with, whatever you're in,
Didn't Rex Ryan get the lap band? It's called. It's not the gastric bypass. It's like a band that they put.
Yeah, I know what you're talking about.
Yeah, it's a little less invasive than the stapling.
Yeah, they just.
It's probably what I need to do.
Your stomach and make it like.
Maybe that would shrink my stomach. A lap band. I'll have to look into that.
No, your stomach. There's nothing you can do for your stomach.
Yeah, but you're not.
Yes,
fat.
there is.
No, it's muscle. Maybe you could push the muscle in.
You think even if he went on a hard diet and got super lean, that can still
I do every year. It still protrudes.
That's what I'm saying. It
goes down and
that is stuff
when
for
I measure
life.
it, sure, but it still protrudes.
Yeah, no, I'm saying I've seen you lean at the Ruby. Like I see.
And my waist goes down quite a bit. My measurement,
but you can't. You won't be able to get rid of that. Like you won't be able to get rid of the distendedness of your gut. I mean, that's stuck with you for life.
Possibly.
Even if you got like Ethiopian skinny, I think you would still have this weird like.
Well, the Ethiopian skinnies have the big bloated gut.
That's true.
Right. Well, is that from a lot of growth? You think?
Growth.
A lot of drugs. There's just a lot of drugs.
My
so
my
even
stomach
if you
was
stop
bigger.
that, you don't think it would go down?
It's also from many things. Overeating,
Look at
from
Palumbo.
squatting
Didn't
without a
Palumbo
belt.
have a huge stomach? Look at him now. He looks. He's.
His wasn't, because he was a short guy. That's why his looks so bad.
He's not that short.
That's true. He's not. Well, maybe I need to get some more fiber.
Maybe he wears a waistband. You don't know that under his shirt. He's like really
No, you
the secret thing under there. You never know.
Maybe I ought to get some more fiber lines.
Dave Palumbo wears a girdle.
You never know. Maybe get rid of that stomach. But I don't know. Like maybe. I personally think that like just like the way Lenny says it's not the same. You can't compare it to like Dave Palumbo or like somebody because you've seen him get lean and you've seen him like it's not like a tiny like gut that comes out. It's like this massive like tumor that's on the stomach.
It's hard as a rock.
Like it's scientists need to study this shit.
It's very distended.
Yeah, it's different than like.
You gonna donate your body to science when you die?
Absolutely.
Or you're an organ donor?
No.
He'll be a breakthrough in science.
Why, you want my liver, Brad?
Yeah, might need it.
My enlarged liver.
Imagine somebody with his eyeballs. Now the wheels are turning, aren't they? Now you're thinking, can you still go to heaven if you donate your organs?
What?
Here we go. Ding, ding, ding.
Is that in the Bible?
Is that one of the rules? I don't know.
What, you don't want to go to heaven, Brad?
Huh?
You don't want to go there?
No such thing.
Brad, you can't say that. In heaven in a sense that we don't know about.
And here we go again.
Yep.
Like I said, we'll find out when the time is ready.
That's the bottom line.
I love how people say shit like, oh, he's watching, they're watching. Yeah, they're watching. Are they watching while you jerk off?
Yeah.
Yes.
Whoever. I mean,
when
if
you're
you're
taking a shit. No, that's off limits. They don't watch you while you're banging your girlfriend, but they're watching you when you score a fucking touchdown for a goddamn.
Anything that has a camera, they're watching you. If you're on your
that's
computer, your laptop, and you're watching porn, they're
I'm
watching
talking
you.
about the spirits.
The government
okay.
will be able to use cameras that see right through every household that they don't have them now.
Oh, all these phones right now, they could be recording
Right through the
us.
house. You could be in a steel vault in a bank.
Why do you think?
Suck my dick. Right?
Wow, I like how you said
Oh.
that. Is that a Freudian slip? Is it possible that you have one?
No.
Because
Oh my God.
No.
Nate's about to get
1,000,000%.
bum rushed.
No. But, I mean,
I wish you would.
okay, I don't know if that's a compliment or not.
For me, it would be. I'd love to look up at your beautiful blue eyes while I'm doing it.
I think it's
Then you
time
give
to
me
go
a-
home now, huh?
23-year-old's
You're not going
load
anywhere, Dumbo.
with about 50 grams of protein, highly easily digested.
This.
We only
Boy,
got
you
two
started-
doses.
Beer, I think
Yep.
there's beers.
You
in
just got me off real quick.
there. Okay.
I got vodka if you want.
Oh my god, it's a little strong to mix it, but
That's why you mix it.
no. When you mix like wine and
Yeah.
hard liquor or wine and beer or anything like of different kinds, you get hungover as fuck.
That just depends how much you drink.
I'll just splash of
much
vodka with
water
some
you
OJ
drink?
if you want.
What? No, you have to drive.
Oh yeah, I'm driving.
I'll make you a very weak drink. How about that?
Oh, okay.
If you don't like it, I'll have it.
No. You tell me what's going in there, though.
Vodka, OJ, splash of vodka.
I can't drink. I hate vodka. OJ is like the worst thing. I drank that when I was 17, and guess what?
You got sick.
I got sick.
That's like me with gin. If I smell gin,
It's disgusting.
Done.
Like,
Yeah.
vodka is disgusting. Like I can't do vodka. It's like
Gin make you sin.
yeah.
I
I
appreciate
see
it.
crazy
Though. I
on-
appreciate it though.
No, it's
Gin.
I think I like gin, just because.
Yeah, no. Gin is okay, but vodka, hell nah.
Gin and tonic. I mean, I had a lot of that on the boat.
It's a liquor before
Right.
beer. You're in the clear.
I had a
Beer
lot of
before
your dad's
liquor,
gin and
never-
tonic.
No, but like beer, hell no, and like any like hard liquor. I mean, some of it tastes good, but vodka, no. Tequila, no. And rum, if you mix it.
What's a strong drink in Germany? And then they used to like drinking beer.
We drink everything. Like we're strong drinkers.
we
I
drink
think.
everything as she's saying everything she doesn't want to drink.
No. Like in general, like Germans, like first of all, alcohol is really cheap. So like,
And the age.
and we can like you can buy wine and beer when you're 16, and everything else when you're turning 18. So like my brother started drinking when he was 16 because he he loves beer. So it's no problem. You can get beer legally when you're 16, and wine too.
I think that didn't Hamburg say it was 18? They could
Think
drink.
so.
Yeah,
When
but they can't go to
18
a
for
bar or
hard
something, or
liquor.
they can't go to the.
But when you have to leave bars at 12 when you're under 18. At 12 p.m. At 12 a.m. But you can buy it legally, like not vodka, but I mean you always get someone who buys it for you. So
Yeah, that's all.
Hey, Hamburg, thanks for the book and the video. I look at the book every day, the Jay Cutler book.
Do you? Did
Thanks
you
a
watch
lot.
the video?
Miss you. Yeah, it's good. Good information. Thanks, Hamburg.
He's coming back in July.
Oh, great.
Yeah.
I thought he was coming back for the Ruby too.
He might. Yeah, he might.
He's
come
coming back
for
in
both.
July already.
Now that he
Yeah.
hears Lenny's not competing, and he's not.
Yeah,
No, I
no.
didn't say that. I'll find out soon.
Yeah.
I mean, like even if you did compete, you don't have to go out there and like shred it. Just go up there.
Yes, you do. I
Just go
do.
up there. Just go up there like Jason. Jason gives no fucks. He just goes up there posing. He's fat as fuck.
Lenny takes his shit seriously.
I know he does.
He does get in the
Yeah.
best shape.
It's not
that
like
he
Jason.
can get into.
No.
He does.
It's not like
Jason's-
Jason just goes up there. He diets for a
Right.
week and then he thinks he's shredded and he starts eating whatever again.
You should see him work. He's actually been lifting lately
Really?
because he's, when the camera's on, he'll do it.
Yeah.
Because I was gonna say
If the
because
camera's not on, he's not
Skittles
doing shit.
time.
That's one of the reasons why I've made an effort to be in his last few videos on YouTube. I
Yeah.
want him to lift. Like if I'm with him and he's in the gym, I'm gonna try to push him as much as I can.
Cool, man.
I hate when I see him in a gym just half-assing.
Walking
'cause
around?
I know what he can do. Yeah.
Hey guys,
So-
gonna bench press 225 for 2, 3, 10 reps, and I'm done.
No, he just goes. He has no routine. Yeah. That's
How
how, he
much-
introduces himself to people.
Oh, I know.
Salary. I have like 55, 60, 100,000 subscribers.
Well, he claims 100 million views. Like, I mean, that's his.
But when he says that, he's combining
Everyone's
every
views,
channel that has
your
him in a video.
videos,
So
Delray MisFit videos,
Correct.
his
Right.
everything he's been in. Rich Piana shit,
right,
which is pretty close, but
Yeah.
you don't need the key, Lenny, do you?
No.
All right. Do you know the rule we have with Lenny?
No.
He's not allowed to shit in the house.
No, he has to go to the pool house.
I give him the key to the clubhouse, and he uses the bathroom in there is very nice. Actually, he actually prefers it now.
Oh, and
yeah, because
Yeah.
Andrew doesn't have a toilet brush to clean it up after he's done.
Well, because the first time was like one of the first podcasts we did. He took a shit here, and there was this big clump of shit caked onto the inside of the toilet.
Oh, 9.
And like I used a technique of like pissing on it as hard as I could to try to loosen it up, but that didn't work. So
And you always leave the door open.
yeah,
Oh yeah.
Yeah, you know,
yes,
he
he leaves. The
It's like a hose in there. You hear that? He drinks 5 gallons of fucking water a day.
Yeah, I drink 5 gallons of fucking wine.
Atta girl. Atta girl.
That's right.
Am I invited now to
Hell
the
yeah.
barbecue?
Yeah.
Hell yeah. Hell yeah. Gonna eat you into the ground.
I didn't even know that this. I didn't really know the specifications for the barbecue. I just know that there was a
that
barbecue.
no pussies are allowed. Oh, they are pussies allowed, but only viable pussies. Yeah.
I just gotta say, this fucking mic stinks.
Does it?
Yeah.
That's because
I don't even want to talk. This is Letty's mic right now, and I'm gonna put this down because it smells terrible.
Here you go.
Okay, thank you for this mic. Holy fuck, that mic smelled
I
like
thought
shit.
it was Jason who contaminated it.
No, I just like.
Yeah, well, that is the one Lenny always uses. That's probably because he eats
Yeah.
while he
I wonder if
talks.
these
Or
things
maybe
can
he
be
doesn't
washed.
floss his teeth or some shit. That was a long piss. He's still in there. But like, you know, people that don't floss, they get shit stuck in their teeth, and then it just sits there for years.
No,
Lenny-
Lenny's got good.
Do you floss, Lenny?
I never did. I should.
Look that there.
No, yeah.
So your teeth are that white, but you never floss.
Never. I should, but every time I floss, I end up cutting my.
That's
Your
because
gums.
you don't
Yeah.
floss enough.
Right,
If you floss
exactly.
enough, if you floss like religiously, that won't happen to your gums because your gums get used to it.
You'll
and
toughen them up.
But
Yep.
I never had a receding gum line at my age, so I figure, what the hell?
No, it's not. It's not. Okay, flossing is to keep food from in between your teeth, so it doesn't sit there for years, and it doesn't make your breath smell like shit. Because I got to tell you, I spoke into your mic just a second ago. Your mic smells like shit.
Really?
Yes.
Real talk here, right now.
Yeah, it's
That
pretty. It was
smell
pretty
good.
nice. This mic doesn't smell like anything.
Up to you.
No, you can't go near this mic. This mic isn't going near you. But if you want verification from like Andrew and Brad, they can smell this mic and they can
Well,
smell your mic.
I've never been told my breath was bad. I always brush my tongue. I actually have a tongue scraper,
Oh, okay.
which is where all your bad breath germs
Maybe it's
are.
the beard.
I think Nate's just imagining things.
Well, here, hand it to Brad. Brad,
No, thanks.
come on, dude.
Oh, here, this smells like shit now.
No, just
Okay,
give it a little.
I'll take
You don't
your
have to
word
put
for
your
it.
nose on
I
the mic.
believe
Just
you.
get a little. Just get a. That's all. You can.
Oh
That's
my
okay.
God.
I don't want to smell shit. Man.
Okay, that's true.
Well, I do eat ass on occasion, so that's why it might smell like it. Unlike you.
Hold on a second.
Whoa, the truth's going to come
Who
out.
verified that?
Whoa.
Verified what?
You just spilled the beans.
No, we said what happens in the bedroom stays in the bedroom. So whether it does or it doesn't happen, you'll never know.
Now I know where this pinworm name came from.
The pinworm name came from just you randomly saying random names like you always do.
Names.
Knee Wrap Nate, Tranny Nate. No, well, Tranny Nate actually didn't. You never really called me Tranny Nate. That actually happened because on the videos, like your obsession with fucking with me, like messing with me.
Yes, yeah.
And then
one of
people
the
were like, oh, he must be a
maniacs.
tranny, so he's a tranny. And then they started calling me Tranny Nate. That's where that name origined from. But Knee Wrap Nate, that came from you because, I was squatting with knee sleeves.
Actually, Synthol Mark, when he first saw you, he goes, this guy's strong. You see this guy squat. And I got real offensive about it because I wanted to be the strongest guy at the gym. And I was like, damn, yeah, he's pretty good. So I thought I better start putting this guy down real quick because he's making me feel uncomfortable.
And the truth comes out!
That is the truth.
Yeah, I'm trying to get my squat
At the
back
time,
up.
that's
you were
all I
about,
cared
you were
about.
probably 15 pounds bigger then, right? We first you were a lot bigger.
Oh
when we
yeah, I
first
was
met
fucking
you.
yeah, dude.
So do
I
you
was,
like Nate bigger or the way he is now? or
well, she
more
never,
ripped?
she never like actually saw me when I was fucking like jacked and shit.
She's in videos though, right?
I don't even know.
You ever watch the older videos with Nate?
Yeah, I watched his videos. His older, but like I met him.
On the Misfits channel when we have him in the gym with Lenny.
Actually, I watched his like older videos where he's like
Talking about drugs and all that.
yeah, where he's like he's buff, but I never met him buff, and I don't really care.
There's just too much shit that I was taking. I mean, okay, so I wasn't taking a lot of shit, but I still was taking stuff, tests and like I was stacking, But no, she never met me. I'm trying to get strong, but like again, I've been eating a little bit more, so I might look a little bigger. No, I'm wearing a big shirt.
But full natty though, right?
Yeah, no, I'm not.
Andrew Kalora is waiting for you. He's got eating challenges for you.
Oh yeah.
He wants them filmed.
The pizza eating
It's
one?
pretty common. A certain kind of pizza he used to eat growing up in Boca.
He's
Thick and thin over there.
Thick and
It's a
thin,
good
yeah.
spot. It's still there.
and he's now officially coming down for Memorial Day.
Yes,
His
he is.
flight is booked.
Yes.
What
Yeah.
are how many days is he here?
Is it Sunday to Tuesday? Sunday to
And
Wednesday?
where's
What
it?
is
Where's this?
Hopefully Wednesday so we can do a podcast.
Let me look because
Yeah.
Lou texted us that.
Oh,
Yeah.
so it's
flight
at Lou's.
info.
think so.
Okay.
Yeah.
The crypto gambler.
Yeah, pretty much.
The crypto gambler. He must have been
Work-
happy like
yeah,
a
work-
few weeks back.
Worked for him.
He got in at the right time, man.
Yeah. No, I mean, but like just a few weeks back, it was going up again. Like it was going up really a lot. It didn't go back up to like what it was, like not even close, but it was getting up
Just
there.
think we
And
all could have done it. We'd known at the time.
well, yeah, everybody. It's that's why it's
Sunday
a gamble.
to Tuesday.
That's why.
He leaves Tuesday.
Okay. He flies in when? Sunday?
Yeah.
All right.
But that's why this shit is a gamble because I mean you technically gamble, so it's pretty much it's just pure luck. You put in something, you're hoping that it goes up, but there's no guarantee that's going to go up.
I was speaking to Dale the other day. He called me. We were chatting a little bit. He said one of the guys that worked for him invested like $4,000 in that shit right in the beginning. Made like 500,000. Came in and quit.
That's when you had to be in on it. The very beginning. Years
He told Jail to take the job and shove it.
Dale said the guy was telling everybody, yeah, you got to get on this. You got to get on this. Nobody fucking listened.
But even if he he didn't get it at the very beginning. He got in early, but not at the very beginning. Because if you
whatever.
Okay, if you invested 5,000,
4,000 turned into 500 grand.
So Dale didn't get on it.
I mean that's still good.
He got on the Dope Labs bandwagon, there, didn't he?
Wait, but would you quit your job if you got
No,
500?
not
That's
500,000.
That
No.
much money.
$500,000 isn't a lot.
No.
That you can go through that pretty
500.
quickly.
Yeah.
And you still have to live poverty. Like if you want that to last you,
I wouldn't quit my job.
Seems
if
to
I
me
got
you should be able to-
$500,000.
No.
To
'cause then you
invest
have-
that in something
you
more
have
stable.
money to do stuff.
Correct. Yeah, you just
It's
put
still
that
a good
aside.
chunk. I mean,
Fuck yeah.
why don't we do a Sunday night podcast with Andrew?
Depends what
He's
time.
leaving Tuesday.
More
A
time to realize
pre-barbecue podcast.
Or we can bring this to Lou's house.
That's a great idea.
that. The only thing we need at Lou's house is a camera.
That's a great idea. Do the podcast. Wait till the food's ready and the girls ready.
I think it'd be too much.
We have Jay Masters
All I
there.
need is a camera and 5 fully charged batteries, and I'm good.
Sunday,
Maybe we could do it Sunday evening.
Yeah.
Will Jason be there?
Yeah.
Okay. Oh boy. Hey
I
man.
heard
Mike,
Jason's
you can
gonna
count
get-
Nate out right
Jason's
now.
going to get attacked.
Hey Nate. Well, when
They're
are we
gonna-
gonna do the
they're-
video?
Lou has a pool. We can drown him in.
Jason's going to get attacked by something pretty good looking.
Oh, by some.
That's her orders, yeah.
Oh, that'd be interesting. You guys have to film
And
some
she
shit,
has,
man.
just no say in the matter. She has to do it.
Well, she wants to do it because he's a virgin. The girls hear that. He's a virgin. Oh, I want him. you
I'm
know?
not a virgin. No, I'm not a virgin. I'm
And,
not
you know,
playing.
you clean him up. He's not a bad-looking guy, that's for sure.
Who are we talking about, Jason?
Yeah. I'm sure they've been with
She's
far
over there
worse.
throwing up.
They've been with worse.
Gagging.
But they're all excited about it.
Ooh,
And I saw the pictures of them.
he's a virgin. Ooh.
You know, I'm pretty like if that's true, if like he's gonna be attacked by,
Yes.
is it a female?
Are you gonna be jealous?
What the fuck?
Yes. They're all Spanish.
No, it's gonna be entertainment. Like I want to see that like happen because I want to see how Jason. Maybe he reacts like him.
Come
big
out of the
bald
room
status.
all flustered and shit. He'll come out running around naked with a fucking
Yeah.
heart on. Hey guys!
Hard on? What do you mean hard on? He's not. You know damn well he's not gonna be hard.
How do I know that?
Because there's videos. How do you not know? I'm pretty sure everyone knows.
His dick is so small.
Can we change it?
Yes, let's
Yeah,
change it.
everyone's is when it's soft,
Please.
unless for the porch monkeys.
Oh my god. Baby arm.
Baby arm.
Hey, if all goes well, I'll be at the corner burning a cross.
What?
If all goes well. I'll be burning a cross right down there. Right in front of them.
Right down
You
where?
can film it right in front of fucking Fifth Avenue.
You gotta. I'm gonna take that camera that Adam gave us, just so I have one in case.
Take it.
Fiddle fuck with it.
Oh, to lose? Do you guys? There's gonna be so much mints there. You guys should like.
Yeah.
Just
Why don't you
record
come and
everything.
film, Nate? I mean, if you're available.
I think I was like, wasn't I going anywhere?
He wants
What
to-
were you talking
I
about?
don't think he wants to film. He probably wants to just hang out.
I think he wants to, you know what?
What?
Nate might not want to end up in some of the video we end up.
Dude, those girls are...
Oh, are you guys planning on like filming some crazy shit?
I'm not.
Oh, I'm not. Like
If-
editing power. It doesn't matter
Yeah. That's true. Whatever I film, I can film whatever I want. It's what I decide to put in the video. Really.
I just wanted to have that eating
I'm
challenge.
not-
That's all.
I'm-
That's all I thought.
I'm not filming anything pornographic. I don't want to see anyone's dicks. I tip my cap to Lou. He's got a little more stronger stomach than I do when it comes to filming. That's not something I'm.
Well, Lou's been through some shit.
Yeah.
You could just tell. He's been through some shit. So.
Yeah, I heard good things about the CBD oil.
This is CBD. This one. You want to try it?
Not right now.
No, that'll put him on his ass, huh?
It doesn't. What? CBD? No, it's non-psychoactive. It's
I heard
just,
they get in pill form at Barry's Vitamins, a health store. They're talking about
I know
it.
shit.
What is CBD? Is this just marijuana? Just like
It's a. I don't know exactly what the name is. It
But-
comes from the hemp plant.
I heard it's good for
Yeah,
epilepsy.
seriously, I mean, I can smell it.
It is.
It's so-
no. He just
Absolutely.
No,
Seizures.
that was from that.
Yeah,
Better
I
than any of
feel
the
that.
medications.
Probably
no
is.
side effects.
Yeah. They just legalized gambling. Did you see that?
Where? Where are they legal?
Everywhere. It's up to the states now
Correct.
if they want to have sports betting.
Oh, they're going to.
Mhm.
I mean, it's money. Like, so it's money that can be taxed. Why
Everyone's
not?
going to want a cut of that.
Mhm.
Everyone's
Vegas is going
going
to
to
take
want
a
a
big hit.
Yep.
That's crazy. I didn't know that.
But for
Because like
gambling
people.
addicts, it's going to be rough.
Oh, yeah.
They're going to have a hard time.
Well, you're gonna have
And
more.
they're going to
gambling
have
addicts now.
clauses,
Right.
all, they're going to give them all kind of leeway.
Right.
Well,
It's going to fuck everything up.
so since it's so open now, you're gonna have more people losing money, more people going crazy, more people
You are.
gambling. That's right.
You are, but, just like with drinking.
Remember that one?
Yeah.
Never
You
again.
Yeah.
gotta drive.
Yeah. Well, I mean, I was just like
You
this the whole
got
time.
to get- You should have gotten more
Wait,
of
what are you
those.
talking about? That's what.
Exactly.
they said that they can now have sports betting venues inside arenas, inside sports complexes. Like you can go to a Miami Heat game and there'll be a sports betting.
No shit.
Yeah, there'll be guys putting
Yeah.
GHB in the water tank.
All the
opposing
bookies.
team.
They're putting all the bookies out of business
They
because
better
that's
increase
an
security
under.
at those
No, they're not
games.
going to put bookies out of
That's
business.
I mean,
Because when
technically,
you have a sports betting, illegal sports betting, you're putting your money in the window. Bookies, you get a credit.
okay, but
A
still,
lot of people don't want to put their money in the window. You know what I'm saying?
that's true. Well, because they don't the risk of if they lose, they can
Exactly.
technically.
When you have a bookie,
Right.
you can make payments to
Yeah,
a
there's
bookie
more
and shit when you go
marijuana
there,
dealers
no?
than ever since they legalized it, from what I heard.
But still, it's going to make things
Because
more
it's
simple.
expensive in the dispensaries.
Yeah, it's taxed.
It'll still make things more simple, like for people that are too, scared to, use like bookies.
It's like
'cause
testosterone in
it's
the
illegal.
anti-aging clinics.
So it's gonna make it more. It's gonna make it more open to like regular people that just want to like gamble and stuff. Like, oh, I can turn this into this and this and this
Right,
and this
just
and this and this.
small betting guys, yeah.
Yeah, you're still gonna have those people that are gonna stick with the their underground stuff because they could probably make more money that way.
It's tax free.
Yeah.
When you have to pay taxes on the money you win when you go in the
Oh,
casino.
of course. So if you won like 10
There's
grand,
always going to be that.
You know,
There's
you're gonna-
always a black market for everything.
you're gonna have to pay 30% of that.
What do you think, Leonard? You gonna contact I?
You guys all out of champagne? Split?
Yeah.
Yeah,
I
we
remember
don't
when
drink too
Nate
much.
smoked out the last time. He said, "Wait, what are we doing?" Like 12 times. Wait.
Dude, I was
What
so,
are we talking about?
I was so zoned out. Like,
Yeah.
all I heard was you in the background just lum, 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 lum. And I was just like, sitting there like, what? I was like, what are we talking about? It's just like, I had no idea what we were talking about. I really didn't. I was trying really hard to pay attention, but I just couldn't. I was like, oh my God, I need this to go away.
It happens.
Yeah. Well, I don't.
You don't.
Yeah, I don't smoke
enough,
marijuana. So like, if I
you take more than 2 hits,
I think I did. I think I hit it like twice, and I was
So,
just
Nate,
like,
when you were young, marijuana was a gateway drug. You went straight to the meth.
negative. I didn't like. Marijuana wasn't a gateway drug for me, because.
Was that the first thing you tried in that category besides alcohol?
So I'll be honest.
I tried cigarettes first.
When I first smoked marijuana, I never inhaled it. I faked it. I acted like I was high and I wasn't high. I just stuck it in my mouth and blew it out. I was like, "Oh shit, this is so high!" Like, I mean, I think a lot of people that are afraid to actually experience the high do that because they want to like be the cool guy.
You're nervous, yeah.
You know, so that's what I did. So I never actually really experienced weed until I actually was a meth addict, and I did meth when I was drunk and had no idea what I was doing. I didn't know what it was. So there was no real gateway thing. It was just like all by mere accident because I had no idea what the fuck it was. I didn't know it was a drug. I was just like, oh shit, clouds. I'm like, I want to do that shit because they look cool. Like, I mean, if you sit there, like when you're young and you just see the sky blowing, like when you see people blowing smoke out of their mouth just with cigarette smoke or marijuana smoke, you don't see huge like white clouds that just are thick, very thick and dense. You don't see that with that kind of
See
smoke.
it with the vapor pens now.
I know, but that's
The
different.
douche
They didn't
flutes.
have that back then. They didn't have that
Oh, I
back then.
know.
This was in 20. This was like, dude, I don't even know. This is when I was like 15, 16 years old. So and I am 30 now. So that was like over 15 years ago. Like, so when that happened, I was just like, what the fuck is that? So that's what attracted me. Just the thickness and like the density of that cloud. I was like, oh fuck, I want to try that.
The thickness and the density.
I mean, like when you see that, you see some
You're
thick ass.
about.
You see some thick ass cloud just drop to the floor because of how heavy it is. It just drops and it just kind of rolls off the table. You're like, what? I mean, you see that with like dry ice. You put dry ice there and you put a little water in it. You see the smoke. It drops to the floor because it's heavy, and it just drops to the ground. It looks like a waterfall when it drops. That's what meth smoke looked like.
And that attracted you? That's probably the first time anyone said that while they start
It's
smoking.
interesting.
Yeah, I never heard that either.
Yeah, well, I mean, so when you're used to, like, these days, you see someone blow a flat cloud, like, even off a vape pen or something like that, it's normal. But back then, I was so used to seeing, like, weed smoke when you hit it out of, like, a joint or just, like, a pipe. You don't see thick clouds. It's just, like, a little, You don't see that crazy thickness of it. I don't know. I thought that was cool. So that's why I smoked meth. That was pretty much. There was no
dry
gateway.
ice too.
No, but I was like, what? I was like, I thought dry ice was cool. Like, I mean, I remember rolling one time. Like, I was using ecstasy, and my friends like did this cool shit. We went to the store, got dry ice from like Smith's or whatever corner store, and we went to the top of their stairs and we just like put it on a tub and put water, and we were rolling, so it would just like we saw the smoke like dropping to the floor, and we were just sitting there like, oh, fucked up. I mean, that's what you do. You're like, when you're young, you just do stupid shit like that.
It's called experimenting.
Yeah. You do weird shit. I mean, I have like a bunch of like crazy stories. I mean, you guys have heard a lot of them, but I still have like plenty more.
Good. We'll save it for the maniacs in the future.
Yeah.
You could tell one now if you want before Lenny sings us out of here.
Well, I don't know any off top. Well, I know a lot. So I don't know what you guys have heard and what you guys haven't heard. I mean, I've told you guys a lot of shit. Wait, someone was telling. I think I was talking to you about Lou, before. Fuck, I forgot what that was. I forgot what it was about though. Because me and Lou have like, I've never met him. Like, I seen him a few times with Jason at one of the expos when he was doing the supplements. I didn't know his crazy past. He doesn't look like this type of dude to have some crazy past.
Nope.
So I never really actually know him, but like after, hearing some of his stories, I'm like, holy fuck. I was never a crackhead, but I was like, me and him have like some similarities or some similar stories. He's a crazy dude. It'd be fun to talk to him about some crazy shit that he's done.
Well, we can do that. I'm sure.
Yeah. Well, I'm sure.
Yeah, I think it's good because then the maniacs get the whole view of it. Honestly, it'll make a lot of people not want to do it. And then
Exactly.
some may be curious, but that you gave them all the things they need to know, so they're the hell with it.
What to expect if they try this shit anyway? What it could fucking do to you?
See, like, you know, it's so weird because when you watch videos or movies or things like that, or like documentaries about like, you know, drugs, like they have a lot of it like to a T, but then, you know, a lot of it, it's such like, I think you have to almost experience it. You have to experience yourself too, because yeah, it really does fuck up everything. It really does. It takes your mind totally to a different place. Like things you never do. Like it's just things that you would never do, and you end up doing just because of the high. But I feel like they don't really pinpoint of like the actual feeling that you get from the drug because it feels good. Like I mean, obviously.
But it just sets your brain in a different way to do
euphoric.
fucked up shit, or you do fucked up shit because you know you don't. You think you could just blame the drug. There's like no consequence.
So in the beginning, like what it really does is it just eliminates everything that's going on in your life. It really does do that. Like you have all these like problems, like you like bills or just like, you know, your girlfriend or just whatever the problems you had. All that shit is gone. It really doesn't, because you feel like. There you can fix it. For some reason you have this weird euphoric feeling like none of that really is important anymore because I feel really good about everything, and you know, I'll figure out a way to fix it. It's fucked up and it's scary because that's what people become addicted to, because they can go to this thing and just pretty much forget everything, and it's a really good feeling, and you want to keep on chasing that good feeling. But after a long time, after that feeling, it does end up going away. And you're chasing something that just makes you feel normal, because if you don't have it, then you feel like shit. And all you think about in your head is like, how can I get high? How can I get high? How can I get high? And that thinking right there makes you do things that you would never do. That how can I do this? How can I do this? You're broke. You're on the streets. You don't have anything. And then like, how can I accumulate?
So the discomfort of being on the street, not being in a nice warm bed or a nice cool bed and water and food. You don't care about that. The high is much more important.
Oh yeah, much more. I've slept in the streets. I've slept in abandoned apartments. I've slept in,
ants crawling on you. And,
well, I don't think ants would ever crawl on me. But I mean, I've been in the position.
Why not?
I've been in the position where I've broken into homes, like foreclosure homes, and slept in foreclosure homes. Like you just go, because in Vegas they were everywhere, and during that time, because there was like that epidemic where everyone doesn't live in houses, so there was a lot of empty ones. And what I would do is I would find empty houses in the backyard, just like kind of pop windows, and the electricity would still be on, everything would still be on. I would just squat in there. I would squat in there. So I mean, and like all that shit.
Did you use your knee wraps when you did that?
No, you fucker. But all that shit doesn't really matter to you. Like at those points, you don't really care about your situation. You really don't. Like all you really care is about how am I going to be able to, come up or get money or, be able to afford getting high.
You hear that, kids? Don't do meth.
It's stronger than the.
Don't even try it. Thirst. You don't need to try it.
Thirst doesn't compare to getting high.
If that wouldn't make you not want to do it, I don't know what would.
And a scary thing is even me, even like my mind, what it is right now, I remember I did get off of drugs like around 2008, but I had a mishap because there was this girl that I started dating, and she was a drug addict, and I was trying to get her off. And there was a point where like I said fuck it, right? And because she got high in front of me, and I was like, oh, there's this guy. I was like, hey, let me hit that too, because I was clean for years, and and just from that, just because I got pissed because she wanted to get high and I was trying to help her. I mean, I'd already been clean. I totally 100%. It was a quick like. That and I was just already gone for like a few weeks. Like I just lost my shit a few weeks, and I had to like regain myself. Like what the fuck is going on, and kind of like feel myself. And like I never thought that would happen. And that's a scary thing. Like all of, like your mind can really quickly switch on you to being like, oh, I would never do that again, and then to it being in front of you, and you just have like any bad thoughts, and then your mind can quickly change to like, maybe I'll just hit that once, and then that one hit turns into, oh, this feels good again. This is why I was doing this, and then you're on a fucking roller coaster in another fucking state, like looking for shards on the floor. It's some crazy
that's
shit.
What Lou would say. He would get on a 2-week bender and just live in a crack house for 2 weeks.
Oh, dude, it's crazy, and you have to really.
I can never imagine fucking doing that. I really.
And it just happens.
I really can't.
It happens
no
like
fucking way.
It happens in the blink of an eye. It's like, and then you just wake up like, holy fuck.
Nothing about that appeals to me at all. You know what I'm saying?
And that it doesn't appeal to
I
anybody.
like to sleep. I would hate to be up for fucking weeks straight, days straight.
It's crazy though. Like when you. when you use the drug, you don't want to sleep. It's a fucking weird thing. You can't sleep. First of all, you can't sleep, but you just want to always
be high.
You want to be high. You want to be
on a
up.
high. Ew.
And you keep on smoking it because you don't want to. You don't want to eventually crash. Eventually, it's going to happen. You're going to have to fucking sleep. But you want to keep on feeling that euphoric feeling, and it's a weird phenomenon. It's a fucked up.
You got to have very strong willpower to just be able to try just try it once or twice and then not like it or not get hooked.
And I knew a few of my friends when we were all like fucked up in the beginning. A few of my friends were curious. They did it. They fucking were up for like 48 hours. And they're like, what the fuck?
Yeah, fuck this.
Why the fuck would I want to be up? They love their sleep. So,
right.
And they were one of the lucky ones that didn't. I wouldn't say that they didn't have an addictive personality. They just didn't like it. So, some people, they like maybe something that's more relaxing. A fucking speed, meth, ice, whatever you want to call it. That's just not relaxing. It's like, and you're going, It's like you go 0 to 100 very, very quickly. Very quickly.
So it'd be a great pre-workout.
Like Dale.
0
to 100.
45 to 90.
Was it 45 to 90? I don't know what it was. But it's a scary drug. I don't know. Like heroin was another thing. I saw a lot of my friends fall in that shit, and I'm super. For me, I'm glad that I was never interested. And why I was never interested in it? Because I was educated in heroin. I wasn't educated in speed. I have no idea what the fuck that was. But heroin was in the class, DARE, in elementary school. You always heard about that drug heroin. You're like, oh shit, that's the scary shit, that black shit that they use syringes of shit and they put in their veins to get high. I'm like, I don't want to do that. That's scary. You know what I mean? And even that's still stuck with me, even though I was a meth addict.
Smoking's easy, yeah.
Even though I was a meth addict, it's still stuck with me. You can inject meth too. I had a lot of people injecting meth too. Jeez. Yeah, I never went that route because once you do that, you can never go back. Like once you do injections, you can't go back because you won't get high off of smoking it or snorting it. It's just not possible because you've already experienced it hitting your bloodstream. Like
Did you ever make it?
Huh?
Did you ever make it?
Make what?
Meth.
No, I was surrounded by people that made it, but I never made it myself. I never wanted to. There's a lot of shit that goes into making it. Like you have to collect pseudoephedrine, and there's just so much shit. And even getting the pseudoephedrine from stores, that's not easy shit to get. You can only buy 2 packs. With an ID, so you have to get
I would think you'd want to make it just so if you're going to be up for fucking a week straight, you might as well do something with your time.
Yeah.
Well, that's what people.
What the fuck?
Well, see, that's what people thought.
Show me how to make this shit, so I don't have to keep going out and
Well,
buying
that's
it.
what people thought. You could just make it, but when it's not as easy as just let's just collect ingredients and make it. There's a lot of shit, and they've made it really hard for meth addicts to obtain the ingredients. You have to use 100 different people to collect 200 different 200 packs of Sudafed. No, you can go to your Home Depot store and buy the ingredients you need, but you also have to have the pseudoephedrine to extract the ephedra out of it to actually be able to make it. And out of one packet, you only have a small amount of whole packet. You only get a small amount of the ingredient that you need to get high, and then you have to collect a bunch of them to actually make a good amount of it. It's a fucked up thing, but I don't know. Here's a story for you guys. I just went on a little binger talking about all that drug shit.
Knowledge is good.
Yeah. So kids out there, if you ever think about wanting to experiment with methamphetamine,
Kids, these are maniacs.
Maniacs.
Tough, young, strong men.
If you're ever curious about doing meth, and let me clarify, meth, ice, speed. Dope, that's all the same shit. I hate when people think when they say speed and meth are different because speed and meth are the same exact thing.
Yeah.
Lenny, check that out. Kimbo's not running away from Dumbo.
She went
right. Yeah, because she's a female.
He didn't move.
That's amazing.
That's cute. Take a picture.
Kimbo doesn't like people.
Oh.
He usually
take a picture, Brad. Take a picture, Brad.
She has experience.
Calm down,
Isn't that cute?
If Nate or Lenny stood up, he would run right back into the other room.
You know why? Because he probably thinks we're the dominant male. He has to back up.
Yeah.
Isn't that cute? You're like Andrew Calori. You got power
a cute
with
pussy.
She has a mean pussy. Back in Germany.
What a wonderful Did you get a picture of that, Brad?
Yes.
Do an Instagram.
Jesus, Leonard, you're pretty excited. You need to fucking learn how to work your
You know,
goddamn phone.
someone created an Instagram account for Kimbo.
Really?
Yeah.
We'll give him some more
It's
material.
called, I think it's Delray Kimbo, if I'm not mistaken.
That's funny.
He looks like a 4-year-old.
I sent him a few pictures to post.
Isn't that great?
She's the cat whisperer.
Yeah.
She's the cat
Absolutely. Kalora's got
Kimbo's
nothing
got a
on her.
friend.
Did Kalora bond with your cat?
Not like that.
Not like that.
I've never seen
Kimbo
anybody.
didn't even fucking flinch.
No.
He went right up to her.
Oh,
Kimbo
isn't that
Slice.
cute?
You want to take him? It's all yours.
Well, we have to pay a $500.
Oh, really?
Yeah, I mean, because she has a dog. Like, we have a dog. Yay.
know
What do
you
you
had a
What do you
dog.
think
Yeah, it's
about
just
that,
Mini Schnauzer.
Allura?
Okay.
It's fucking dope. Love that dog. And
Isn't that great?
the place that we got, we made sure that it was animal friendly.
Good.
But I mean, the dog.
Leonard is.
She won't be
That
down
really
here
made my day.
until October. Yeah.
He enjoys that type of petting. He doesn't feel threatened a bit.
Like, I have a cat, and she's a witch.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Livia's pussy is really mean. It's an angry pussy.
You ever felt a cat so soft as Kimbo?
My cat is actually pretty soft too.
Really?
Your pussy is very soft.
He's wagging his tail and everything.
Who is this? Is that just random people that always call you?
Is that
Yeah.
same fucking number?
Who is it?
Yeah,
I got a phone call.
Put him on the podcast.
Hello. Hey, how you doing? Who is this?
Help him put it on speaker. It's an old flip phone. Like, give it the
Yeah, say
Korean
it
to
again.
figure it out.
Yeah, this is a caller from Jamaica.
Oh yeah, I haven't talked to you in a while. How you been?
Is that Brad in the background?
Yeah, we're actually doing a podcast and you're live. Not live, but you will.
Shit.
You want to say anything to the maniacs?
Yeah.
He's calling from Jamaica?
Cookie cutters. And
Yeah, we spoke a few times.
hard
Yeah,
and eat like there's no tomorrow.
there you go. So, how's the women down there right now?
Oh, Jesus Christ.
You would love it here right now. They're rampant. The place is rampant with 5'10" plus.
Yeah, exactly what I'm looking for.
Go book a flight.
That's what I'm looking for.
all 200 pounds plus, not fat, thick.
Right, healthy.
That you're calling.
Yeah, we got to come down there soon. Maybe in the wintertime.
Yeah, when you come to Jamaica, don't go like with the regular tourists because they never let you out the resort, and it just becomes lame. It's good to get here and like know someone like locally here,
Yeah.
so they could actually show you around. But there's so much to do here.
That's
But
good to know.
They don't want you to like. They try to scare you people like.
Well, they want you to spend all their money. They want you to spend all your money in the resort. That's
Exactly.
why.
Yeah, they try to scare you if they spend the money.
Trying to scare you guys, but really nobody's doing anything to any visitors. Like we actually just got like a new gym, like this really good gym, like in the country capital right now. It's fairly new. It's called Express Fitness. It's a really good place to train. You guys would definitely love it here. You know, just straight hardcore. You know.
Is there girls train at the gym? Those tall girls, they train at that gym too?
Repeat.
Those tall girls train at the gym too?
Oh yeah.
Good.
All strong, good genetics too.
Yeah.
Hold the phone and the microphone to your mouth so you can hear you while you talk.
You definitely should breathe with somebody from here.
You should breed with somebody from your, like you're an animal.
Yeah, I'd like to get a 6'3" for sure. 200.
Well, you need to get a fucking passport, Leonard, because you can't go there without
one. Yeah, I got to
one.
get a passport first, but
It's very easy to get.
Yeah, I'm gonna get one for sure.
Has Brad taken to get the photograph taken, or are you like anywhere close to it?
I can go to the courthouse after I go to the pharmacy. I can.
Yeah, Walgreens. Yeah, the Walgreens. Yeah, we'll get it done.
Yeah, you definitely should get the passport so you can start exploring the world. There's so much you have.
Yeah, people will let you stay with them around the world, Leonard. Just have to pay for your flight too.
Yeah, I'll just have to. I'll be fine with the girls. I won't try to approach the trannies. I heard you get thrown in jail for that down there.
They don't like Bati boys in Jamaica.
Yeah, it's probably a good thing. Straighten me out.
Yeah, so you just have to know where to carry out stuff like that here, because some places they don't tolerate that at all, but some places they're a bit more tolerant.
You haven't noticed there's no format here. We just do whatever. We don't have any script to go by. Just
like
fucking wing it.
They're really strong in their beliefs, but they're like, I know all the roads for all.
You're gonna have to cut the scale off pretty soon.
Yeah. You said the.
Sounds like you'll go on and on and on.
I like that term. You said the street meat.
Yeah.
I like that, the street meat. I never heard that before. I'm going up to get the street meat.
No.
Yeah, one of the maniacs said you don't sound Jamaican.
I don't sound Jamaican?
Yeah.
I used to be in Florida, actually.
Yeah, I remember you told me that. Orlando, right?
You used to be a what?
Live in Florida.
Oh, okay.
I was in Orlando. I used to live in Orlando for some time, but I came here because, my dad just passed recently, so my mom still lives here.
Yeah.
I have to be here to keep her strong and just be there for her, because I only have my mom and my sisters left, and a couple friends, basically. So I've just been here just kicking it, training hard,
That's what I'm
just
saying.
trying to make the best out of life. And to be honest, I've been feeling depressed as of lately, but
how come?
I watch you guys every single day, and when you don't drop a podcast, I'll replay all 3 hours of it right to bed. That's the only thing.
Well, that's great. They're playing the podcast in Jamaica. Glad to hear that. Thanks.
Yeah.
Kimbo, go give Lenny some love.
We love you, big man.
Thanks a lot. I definitely will give you a call when I get that passport, which will be soon. Hopefully get down there. It's not far. Thanks for calling. Now you're world famous.
What was his name?
You do that. Thank you.
Take care.
Thanks for the call.
You go right on him.
That's great.
You're a fucking gorilla. Hopefully that came through. I don't know how good
It's a little low, but you can sort of hear it.
Yeah, I've spoken to him before.
You guys seem like good friends.
Yeah, he seems to like us.
So basically,
He laughs at the porch monkey things. He knows where I'm coming from. They think that's funny.
you can go to Jamaica anytime you want and have a great time. You got to
Yeah,
get
get
a
my
passport.
my head caved open too with a fucking lead pipe.
Oh, please. Not if you're with a guy like that's a local. You can go anywhere in the world, Leonard, and people that live there will take care of you.
Take the Milana tan and put on a dreadlock wig, and you'll be